Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind New York Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind New York Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Glad to have you guys join in here, be a part on the stream today. Happy Saturday. And here we go. We got Game 5 of the NBA Finals going down tonight, where the New York Knicks are one win away from winning their first championship in 53 years since 1973. They're trying to go for their third NBA title as a franchise, winning both of them back in the 70s in 1970 and 1973. And just heartbreak for the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs could have had the series by now finished with and swept. They held 3 double-digit leads in the series. And just crushing is that they held a 29-point lead in the previous game. And the New York Knicks completed the biggest comeback ever in the NBA Finals history in Game 4 on Wednesday. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Glad to have you guys back on board here once again tonight, being a part of the stream. We got Virgilio, welcome back in, liking the Spurs tonight to force a Game 6, which would be on Tuesday. Daniel, welcome in. Jay Ramirez, Jeffrey, glad to have you guys back in the stream tonight for this matchup here. And just what a crazy series. San Antonio, the youth and the inexperience playing a part in this series, and the New York Knicks just absolutely clutch. With what the Knicks have done, 3 massive comeback wins in the series. Game 1, Knicks trail by 14, came on back, won by 10, closed out the game on an 11-zip run, 105-95. Game 2, Knicks trail by 12, outscored the Spurs 31-18 in the second quarter, won that game by 105-104. That was the Victor Wembanyama missed field goal game at the buzzer. And then game number 4, the previous game, just heartbreak for San Antonio. 29-point lead in the early stage of the third quarter. Knicks came racing back, and the Knicks won 107-106. OG Anunoby, game-winning tip-in the final second left to go. Just a disaster to close out the game for the San Antonio Spurs. Like, a lot of things went into that massive comeback for the Knicks. 29-point comeback. It was 41-22 at the end of the opening quarter. Spurs were on fire. Looked like the Spurs were going to run away with it in the previous game. Cat got into early foul trouble 65 seconds in, picked up 2 personal fouls. The Spurs had an early challenge that they decided to go for, and they won the challenge, and it allowed Cat to pick up his second personal foul. And then after that, they were drilling threes. They made 14 threes going into halftime, shot the ball at 59% in the first half for San Antonio. They got up 76-49 at halftime. So whenever you score 70-plus points in the first half, really good efficiency-wise. And usually those are the games that you win, like large amount of the time. Just a crazy collapse by San Antonio. They got up 81-52. Their largest lead with 9:40 left to go in the third. And then everything completely changed when Victor Wembanyama picked up that flagrant 1 13 seconds later. Whole course of the game just completely got away from San Antonio. They were walking it up the floor. They were chucking up threes. They had more 3-point shot attempts than 2s in the third quarter. Basically went from winning Game 4 of the NBA Finals to deciding to play lazy basketball with bad passes, turnovers, and bad decision-making and walking it up and allowing the defense and the Knicks to get set in the second half. Knicks outscored the Spurs 58-28 in the second half, and the Knicks defense just locked down San Antonio in both quarters. 14 points in the third, 16 points in the fourth. And this is where the game just got completely out of the way. You look towards the final 2 minutes of regulation, De'Aaron Fox cost the Spurs the game. But not only De'Aaron Fox, also Victor Wembanyama, those 2 missed free throws with a minute 47. But looking back at the final 2 minutes, this is what happened. De'Aaron Fox, turnover, 2 minutes left to go. San Antonio at that point's up by 104-103. After that, Wemby goes to the free throw line, misses 2 critical free throws. 104-103. San Antonio is still up by 1. Jalen Brunson drilled the go-ahead floater, minute and 12 left to play. 105-104 Knicks. Stephon Castle then went out of bounds. That was reviewed by the league. And Stephon Castle was clearly in bounds after league review. So that was the wrong call made by the officials in the last game. But Stephon Castle rolled out of bounds with a minute 2 left to go off a baseline drive. Knicks had a shot clock violation with 38 seconds left to go. So there were opportunities for the Spurs to win this game. So many chances. And then Stephon Castle got fouled, went to the free throw line, buried 2 free throws. Once again, Spurs back up on top, 106-105. 30 seconds left. And then the final 16 seconds, just absolutely insanity. What happened? Chance to go ahead for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson missed a go-ahead jumper. Got tapped out for a long rebound. De'Aaron Fox gets the rebound. 12 seconds left. All you have to do is play keep away. De'Aaron Fox off a super long rebound in his front court, takes 1 dribble, goes to the rim. His team's up by 1. If you scored a bucket, it's a 3-point game. Knicks get the inbound. They can still tie it up, force overtime with a 3. And Fox decides off the rebounds to go in and lay it up and in. Whereas he thought he clearly had a chance on OG Anunoby. And OG Anunoby, the player of the game, comes up, swats it from behind. And then they come up with a basketball. And Jose Alvarado just panicking up the floor. It should be an over-the-back violation at midcourt with like 6 seconds left to go. No, De'Aaron Fox, not only 1 mistake, but 2. He picks up the reach-and foul at midcourt on what should have been an over-the-back violation by Alvarado. So that allowed the foul call, and then the Knicks with 1 timeout to reset their offense, take the timeouts, as they had no play. Yeah, they were just racing up the floor. It would have been a turnover. It would have been ball game, inbound San Antonio. They would have gotten free throws. So after that, terrible foul by Fox at what should have been over the back at midcourt. And then Jalen Brunson off the inbound puts up a 30-foot 3. The inbound passer, by the way, is OG Anunoby. De'Aaron Fox is supposed to guard Anunoby, doesn't do so. Brunson misses the 3 off the front rim, and then OG comes racing in and tips it in for the offensive rebound putback with 1.7 seconds left to go. Just insane. The crazy ending. So you're paying this guy for San Antonio $50 million. He got a 4-year extension starting next season. He's making $50 million starting next year, and that's how the game ends. A veteran presence on your team, because you don't have too many. San Antonio is one of the youngest teams in NBA Finals history, and they got so many young players in the roster. Dylan Harper is going to overtake De'Aaron Fox next year, and yeah, at this point, De'Aaron Fox is like, would anybody want his contract for him? Because that was a terrible way to end the game. Like, he better make a clutch shot or something to force this into a game 6 tonight. Like, he better hit the game-winning shot if he wants to save his team tonight, because just terrible ending with De'Aaron Fox. What happened there? Just terrible mistakes at the end that the Spurs clearly should have won, and he cost his team the game. Steve, what's good? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, I've been catching a little bit of the World Cup games. Jeffrey, I caught Brazil against Morocco today. New phone, thanks for joining in. Liking the Spurs for this one. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here tonight, Spurs or Knicks. Crazy part about the Knicks, though, tonight, like the scary part about it is that they can get much more out of Cat. Cat got into deep foul trouble, didn't really do that much the last game. I would imagine Mikal Bridges is going to make shots tonight and have a greater impact. So those two guys didn't really do much between Cat and Bridges. It was two guys, Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby going off, 19 points out of 33 scored in the second half for OG. Jalen Brunson, 17 out of 36 total in the second half. It's those two guys who completely took over the game for them. And Landry Shamet, he had a big impact in games 1 and 2 for them. So, yeah, Alvarado was key down the stretch the last game. Yeah, I saw that. I saw a 3-team trade between the Celtics, Bucks, and Hawks. So Jaylen Brown, there's a lot of rumors that he's going to Atlanta, and then Celtics going to get Giannis, and then Milwaukee's going to get a couple players from the Hawks. Yeah, I heard that's way too much to give up. Jaylen Brown plus Derek White, I saw part of the trade. That's way too much to give up in terms of moving core pieces. Like if they do that, that's just that's a 2-for-1 that's not good, in my opinion. Yeah, Knicks have been so clutch. I saw they showed in the pregame bunch of Knicks fans in San Antonio tonight. San Antonio tried to limit the tickets to like a 150-mile basis, but they started out that yesterday. For them, which was way too late. The fans from New York already bought their tickets, already bought their flight tickets, and already flew in ahead of time for this game. Like, that's something that they should have done, like, right after the game should have made that notification instead of waiting 24 hours before the start of this game, because it doesn't matter. All the Knicks fans already bought their tickets. Yeah, good for the Red Sox there. Still quite the hike up the AL East standings. Frostbank Center, San Antonio, Texas. Knicks trying to win their first ever NBA Finals championship in 53 years. It would go down as their third championship as a franchise, both in the 1970s, 1970, 1973. The last time they won the NBA title. Yeah, just insane. You have to be like a big-time celebrity to afford those tickets. Just crazy. And then even for like the nosebleed seats, like that's insane. But so many people have money out there, like so many rich homes out in the Hudson or so. So it's not even like New York City or so. Like it's upwards off the Hudson, and then plus like New Jersey suburbs as well, and then Long Island, which yeah, you got the Hamptons out there. So big time business owners, celebs, a lot of superstars in that building. Yeah, good question. I'm going to go with the Knicks tonight to close it out. I actually hope that San Antonio does force the game 6, but based on what I've seen, it's these Knicks fans are traveling. Like this could feel like a home game tonight for New York. San Antonio comes in tonight 5.5-point favorites on the line. Yeah, New York can get much better production on a Cat. He got into foul trouble last game. I think he only played like 26 minutes or so. And Mikal Bridges, if he finds his shot, then yeah, they're gonna take off because it was basically Brunson and Anunoby the last game. Those two guys went off, and didn't really get much contributions out of Cat or Brunson or down the bench with Landry Shamet, and they got room for improvement tonight. So if those guys step up, then looks really good for the Knicks. Their defense in the second half just locked down. Yeah, San Antonio is going to have to push the ball constantly up the floor for them because when they were slowing it down, they couldn't generate anything. And then the shot making for the Spurs, I mean, that was on point. Like, they made 14 threes in the first half. If they come out, if they shoot the ball stone cold, it's really not going to look good for them today. Yeah, definitely. Spurs had more threes than twos in that third quarter. This game is yet to start. It's going to start in around 10 minutes from now. I think it's like a 8:42 p.m. tip-off time, so like 10 minutes from now it starts. Yeah, Wemby's going to have to go off. But for Wemby tonight, could be compensated a little bit more than usual for him on the floor. He has to be really careful, and he needs to think before he puts together his actions, and that's tough to do when you're in the moment, an NBA Finals game in front of thousands of fans. Even though he's at home tonight, like, it's going to be a physical game, and he needs to make sure that he thinks before he puts together his actions for him because he is one flagrant fall away from receiving a one-game suspension for Wemby. And if they get knocked out tonight, then that means he's going to have to serve a suspension in game one of the season opener. So that basically strips San Antonio from a marquee nationally televised game next year in the season opener if that does happen. So if Wemby picks up a flagrant in the final game of the NBA Finals that he plays in, that goes over to the first game of the regular season that he has to miss for a one-game suspension. So he needs to be careful tonight. And even if the Spurs do win, if they win this game tonight and then he picks up a flagrant, then he misses the entire game in game 6. So, yeah, he really needs to make sure he doesn't pick up any sort of flagrant because he has 3 flagrants so far in the playoffs. The 4th puts you in a one-game suspension. Yeah, it's a little bit later than usual on East Coast. I feel like it ends like super late. Like it ends around 11:30, so we're basically going for 3 hours or so for these streams. I remember when it used to be at 9 o'clock, like a half an hour later. Yeah, I remember college basketball, the national championship used to tip off at like 9:20, and then a couple of years back they removed that and they start off at like 8. I think it's like 8:45, 8:50 now. Kara, thanks for joining in. Glad to have you back in the stream. Yeah, Mr. Top's been doing pretty well. Michael, welcome back in. Wow, yeah, warm one outside. Yeah, same with me. It's like 90 degrees today. Yesterday was hot. It was super humid. I actually have the windows open right now just to get like a breeze in. So if you hear like background noise, because there's a pond in my backyard, so probably the frogs will be making some background noise once we get later into this stream. But yeah, you might be able to hear like birds chirping in the background. Raw Rugby, welcome in. His boss put $50 in the Spurs to win, and to return 2,600. Wow, best of luck out there if that does happen. Ben, welcome in. I'm gonna go with the Knicks tonight, and this one I'm actually hoping it's the Spurs that win this game, so they do force the game 6. But I'm thinking Knicks because last game they didn't get solid production out of Cat, got into early foul trouble, and then Mikal Bridges didn't really make much of an impact. It was just Brunson and OG going off, and if Cat, Bridges, and Shame all step up, plus Josh Hart had a minimal impact offensively, if he's left open and drilling threes like he did in that, I think it was game 3. That one they dropped in the game 3. But if all those guys are making impacts, then it could be tough for San Antonio because they basically put the guys that they needed to get in double figures the last game. Yeah, great question. I'm going to go with Brunson right now based on his points. I think a really good case between Brunson and OG. Like, OG's stock rose up significantly. And it could be, if the Knicks do win this game tonight, it could be based on, like, who plays the best in this game between Brunson and OG. Jalen Brunson right now, NBA Finals odds over on Kalshi, leading the predictor chart 49%. OG Anunoby 32%. That's up 31% from game 3. And then Cat is at 4% right now. So that is down 34% from game 3 for him. He was at 38% through the first 2 games where he locked up Wemby. And then after that, trended downwards. Didn't really have much of an impact the previous 2 games out of him. LD, glad to have you back on the stream for this one. West, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, Karl-Anthony Towns, starting 5 tonight for the New York Knicks. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. San Antonio comes in 5.5-point favorites tonight on the lines, and they're introducing the starting 5 right now for the Spurs. 1 win away for the Knicks to be crowned 2026 NBA champions as they're looking to snap a 53-year drought with their last championship back in 1973. Victor Wembanyama, Devin Vassell, Stephon Castle. Julian Champagnie, De'Aaron Fox, starting 5 for the Spurs. Yeah, it's going to feel weird tonight if the finals do come to a close because this San Antonio team, throughout the majority of the series, they have looked by far the better team. But what matters is the final result on the scoreboard and just unable to close out games. And they could have had this series in the bag right now. It could have been 4-0 for the Spurs. That's what the crushing part is. They were up 3 separate times, double-digit leads, 14, 12, and 29, and they blew all those leads. So this series could have been done on Wednesday. Roki, welcome in. Only one team has come back from down 3-1. That was LeBron 2016 in the Cavs. Young team, age 22, Victor Wembanyama. Young head coach with Mitch Johnson, first ever playoff appearance under Mitch Johnson, first ever NBA Finals appearance. They got a tall task ahead of them. Gonna have to take it one play at a time tonight for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama putting his team in belief out in the locker room. Everybody knows we're going to do it. Our destiny is in our hands, according to Victor Wembanyama. White jerseys, black numbers, black letters for the San Antonio Spurs. New York tonight on the road, blue jerseys, orange numbers, orange letters, white outline. Yeah, I saw that. James Harden arrested yesterday. James Harden arrested in Houston, charged with carrying an unlawful weapon. All right, here we go. About to tip off here in just a moment. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. San Antonio trying to stave off elimination, play another game. If there is a game 6, it would take place on Tuesday night. Spurs on their home floor tonight. Frost being center out in San Antonio. Spurs will go right to left on the floor. Knicks will go left to right. Teams all time are 1-37, trailing a 3-1 deficit in the finals. LeBron 2016 and the Cavs only team ever to come back from that 3-1 hole. Wemby and Cat at midcourt going up for the opening tip. Here we go. The ball is tipped off. We're on their way. And the Knicks control the opening tip. First possession goes to New York. Jalen Brunson gets past Castle off the dribble. Brunson at the wing. Bounce past Cat, top of the key. Cat fires it out to the corner. Mikal Bridges. Torres left off the dribble. Shovels outside into the hands to Brunson. Brunson takes on Wemby. Dribbles. Drives inside the key. A tough shot over Wemby. Missed off the rim. Short Champagnie comes away with a defensive rebound. Opening possession now for San Antonio. That was a great stop right there off the miss forced by Wembanyama. Wemby bounce pass into the hands to Castle. Castle top of the key takes on Mikal Bridges one-on-one. Slides it off to Fox at the top. Fox dribbles up top of the free throw circle into the hands to Castle at the wing. A 2 at a timer. Launches the 3 off the back rim, no good. A rebound goes to OG for the Knicks. Possession number 2 now for New York as we are 1 minute into action. OG dribbles, drives inside the key, floats it outside. Bridges out to the wing, Hart into the hands to OG. Anunoby in the corner takes on Wemby, dribbles at him inside the key, is stripped, got it back off the Hart, 3 at a timer. Physical defensive battle so far. Hart hoists up the jumper, hit the bottom corner of the backboard, and no good as it went back to the Spurs for the rebound. Wembanyama slides it off to the left wing perimeter, into the hands to Devin Vassell at the elbow. Devin Vassell pushes it back outside the Castle. Castle dribbles. Castle drives. Stripped. Lost it. Turnover. Cat collects the steal. Up the floor here for the Knicks. Josh Hart dribbles. Drives. Accelerates inside. Kick out corner. Bridges. Nobody can make a bucket to start off the first 90 seconds off the back rim. No good. Missed by Bridges. And a loose ball foul attached to this play. Charged to San Antonio. I believe that's going to be on Stephon Castle. Stephon Castle racking up a bunch of fouls throughout the course of this finals. So this will reset the offense here for the Knicks. Brunson inbound into the hands to Hart. Josh Hart, top of the key, finds Brunson. Brunson guarded by Castle. Torres left off the dribble. Pocket pass. Hart attacks the paint. Hart to the rim. No good. Missed the layup. Tipped around. And another foul this time charged to San Antonio. Off the loose ball. It's on Wemby. His first personal. What's good? Warren on the stream. Welcome in. Siegel, Anastasia, welcome back in tonight. Almost 2 minutes into this game. Nobody can buy a bucket so far. Inbound goes to Bridges. 12 in the timer. His pass broke it up out of bounds. Wemby has to watch these fouls. So one foul each charged to Wemby and Castle in the first 2 minutes. Brunson inbound passer. Lobs it off the Cat in the corner. Cat takes on Vassell 1-on-1. Cat 8 on the timer. Stripped out of bounds off Vassell. Wow, this is an ultra physical game right now. Knicks can't even create any space off the dribble. Like San Antonio is trying to take them to war. 2 minutes into action. Corner, near side, inbound. Mikal Bridges, the inbound passer. Bridges looking for an open teammate. Lobs it off the Cat at the wing. Cat drives Vassell. Inside the key. Cat off the Euro. Blocked. As Wemby got a piece of that basketball. Here goes the Spurs. Fox up the floor. Champagny. Push pass. Castle to the trailer. Victor Wembanyama throws it down with a two-handed flush. Just like that, the Spurs on the board first with Wemby. Knicks with possession. Bridges. Lobs it off the Cat, far side corner. Off the double team finds Bridges. Push pass to the wing. Brunson off one dribble. Tees up the open three. Drills it for the perimeter. That is too easy. Somebody forgot their defensive assignment for San Antonio and the Knicks. Just 1 for 6 from the floor. Finally buried their first shot of the night for Jalen Brunson. Fox at the wing. No good. Missed the three. Hit the top of the backboard out of bounds. It's going to be Knicks ball. And what a start for San Antonio off that slam by Wemby. And then a big response by Jalen Brunson, cold-blooded on the other side. Brunson with possession. Edge of the midcourt logo defended by Castle. Torses left off the dribble, slides it off to the corner. Cats driving a Wemby, bouncing bodies inside the key, blocked by Wembanyama. Spurs have it up the floor of Wemby. Pass midcourt. Wemby taking on Cat, dribbles, drives inside the key, powers his way to the hole. No good, miss layup, offensive rebound, putback's good. Julian Champagny scores the 2. Big time put back there by Champagny. Hart into the hands to Bridges. This is as physical as it gets right now. San Antonio is hungry. They know they need to win this game to save their season. In the corner, Anunoby. Baseline dribble works on Wembanyama. Inside the key, no good. Hanging off the glass. Missed the slam dunk. Wembanyama able to alter the miss. Champagny. Baseline dribble. Fox to the rim. A double clutch, no good. Missed the layup out of the play as he got tangled up. Castle got tangled up with one defender. Up the floor, OG is surging to the rim and he got fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by OG Anunoby. And if this is on Victor Wembanyama, it's going to be his second personal foul. That's going to be on Champagny. So Champagny, yeah, they had the camera focused on Wemby there. Yeah, it looked like it was clearly on Champagny. So Wemby, Champagny, and Castle all with 1 foul each. First free throw. Good at the line. Knicks with their second score tonight with OG coming off the game-winning tip-in on Wednesday. Yeah, winner go home. And San Antonio right now playing inspired defense. Just lockdown defense, not giving the Knicks an inch. Second free throw good. Right now, only 9 combined points in the first 4 minutes of regulation. Spurs shooting just 2 for 6. Knicks are 1 for 8. Castle at the right wing crossover. Almost lost it. Got it back though. Champagny made the pass to Vassell. Vassell at the low block finds Wembanyama. Wemby take it on Cat at the deep elbow. Wemby puts up the jumper and draws the shooting foul. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Wemby. And that is on Cat, his first personal foul. Jets getting started tonight. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. So 2 free throws here by Wemby at the line. First one's good. This is as physical as you can get for a game right now. Both of these teams having a tough time generating buckets. Second free throw, Wembanyama. Able to get the roll in. 6-5 now for the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama, 4 out of the 6 so far through him tonight. Brunson circles his way back out to the perimeter. Has the lone field goal tonight for the Knicks. Bounce pass into the hands to Bridges. Bridges defended by Dylan Harper. First time on the floor replacing De'Aaron Fox. On top, popping up from deep. 29-footer Cats. Off the back rim, no good. Huge rebound ripped away with a right hand by Keldon Johnson. Spurs with possession. Castle at the top, flings it outside Johnson. Johnson attacks inside the paint off the jump stop. Runner, no good. Shoved in by Wembanyama. Wemby able to clean it up for 2. Victor Wembanyama showing up hungry. Started off this game tonight. Kick out to the corner. Anunoby, baseline dribble, takes on Vassell. Jumper off a tough one off the back rim, no good. Rebound off the long board goes to Castle. Spurs with possession. 3 for 8 shooting. Knicks just 1 for 10 to begin. Castle at the top of the key. Finds Harper around the perimeter. Lob goes to Wemby. Showing up so far in this game 5. Outside on top. Harper pulls up from deep. Harper buries the triple. Stephon Castle just got obliterated down inside by Josh Hart, but it was a no call by the referees. Josh Hart working on Keldon Johnson. 6.5 left to go in the first. Inside the key to Cat. Kick out, corner, 3 Anunoby. A tough 3 over Wemby. Drills it from the corner. Wow, Victor Wembanyama coming in, flying in. Contesting that shot off the long vertical, but somehow, someway, OG Anunoby burying that 3. Vassell from the corner. Vassell off the back rim, no good. Missed the triple. Rebound went to Cats. Knicks with possession. As we are midway into the opening quarter, just 19 combined points. Brunson dribbles back out to the wing. Takes on Johnson 1-on-1. Brunson dribbles up. Baseline jumper for 2. No good off the mark. Tipped around. Out of bounds. Broken up off Vassell. This will stay Knicks ball. We're going to take the first time out on the floor tonight, as we're just under 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. 11-8 Spurs, up by 3 to the opening timeouts. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top Skier to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, we go into the first timeout of the night. All right, if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. What's good, Joyce in the stream? Welcome back in. Reese, welcome back in. We got Art Ascension on the stream, liking the Spurs to win today. Pepe, good morning out to you. Welcome back in tonight on this one. Drizzy Drop on the channel. Welcome on board. What's up in the chat? Who you guys like to win here today? Knicks or Spurs? Yeah, physicality just insane in this game. There is just no space to operate right now for the Knicks offense. Like, San Antonio is just clamping down, like playing lights out defensively. And the Spurs shooting just 4 for 10 from the floor for that 1 for 4 from 3 to start off. So this has just been an insane defensive game. The Knicks are just 2 for 12 currently right now. OG Anunoby 5 points, 1 for 3 from the floor, bearing that tough corner 3 over Wemby. And then the only bucket they got that was like a wide open look was Jalen Brunson, who had a wide open 3 at the wing off one dribble, as somebody for the Spurs forgot their defensive assignment and buried it. So it's been tough to get any sort of good quality looks to generate that tonight for the Knicks, but still a long way left to go. Guardian Angel, welcome back in. We got Angle from the stream, liking the Knicks tonight to win in 5. New Bane taking the Spurs to force the game 6. Billy liking the Knicks here. From Montana, got Chris back on the stream. Welcome on board, bud. Man, Victor Wembanyama playing lights out so far. He's got 2 slam dunks to begin this game. One of them trailing the play, received the pass and dunked it. The other one was one that he came in to clean it up with a one-handed slam. Oh wow. Yeah, Wemby has to be careful. Because he's got 3 flagrant fouls in this playoffs. He went past a player to Spurs going into the timeout and got his elbow slightly attached to the face of that one player. Didn't even realize, just walked right past him. Missed 3 from the corner by the Knicks as we get back to action. Inside the key, runner bounces in. It is good for 2 by Dylan Harper. Strong start for the Spurs now, 13-8. And the ball got kicked. It's going to be off the Spurs. Knicks will maintain possession. Hey, thanks so much. Positive talk with Joseph. Appreciate it, man. Didi on the stream. Welcome in. Our side front court. Knicks will look to get this inbound. Jalen Brunson defended by Harper. Inbound goes to Hart. Josh Hart at the top of the key. Hand off to Brunson. Jalen Brunson taking on Dylan Harper 1-on-1. 10 on the timer. Cross court connects with Hart. Push pass. Corner. Cat outside finds Hart. Drives. 3 in the timer. Kick out. Corner. Shaman extra pass. Bridges has to launch. He does off balance. Hit the front rim. Josh Hart with an all-time hustle play. Came up with an offensive rebound, but couldn't sustain it as he got stripped by Harper. Inside the key. Johnson bulldozing his way to the rim. Missed the bucket and deflected back off the interception. Vassell with a steal. Corner 3. Keldon Johnson no good. Battle for the rebound. Cornette underneath fouled. So right now, Wembanyama on the bench. Luke Cornette getting some playing time right now in the late stage of the opening corner. Luke Cornette's going to... Wow, they're going to say it's... Oh, no, this is going to be an inbound. So, yeah, that was off the loose ball foul charged to New York. So this will lead to an inbound coming up here for the Spurs. Inbound goes to Harper. Harper dribbles up to the low block. Harper, backdoor layup is good. Oh, man, that's a big-time layup right there by Dylan Harper. Wow, that's impressive by a rookie. Really, really impressive bucket there for Dylan Harper. Jalen Brunson takes on Harper. Off the double team, came along Cornette, found Shamet on the outside. Shamet dribbles up to the elbow. Landry Shamet. At the left wing, it takes on Vassell, thinking about the step back, puts it a shot, no good. That's a shot clock violation. Did not hit the rim, hit the bottom right part of the backboard. This is insane defense right now by the San Antonio Spurs. Yeah, thanks so much, Joseph. Really appreciate it, man. Absolutely insane defense right now for San Antonio. Locking down the Knicks to just 8 points in the first 8 minutes of the opening quarter. Keldon Johnson towards his left off the dribble. Inside the key finds Fox. Tees up the 3 of Fox. No good off the back rim. Battle for the rebound. And Keldon Johnson came away with it. And it was out of bounds off the Knicks. Wow, so many 50-50 balls so far today. OG Anunoby going to check into the game. Cat will take a seat on the bench. Mitchell Robinson comes in as well for the Knicks. And Josh Hart will head to the bench as well for New York. Inbound goes to Harper. Harper in the floor alongside Cornette, Champagnie, Fox, and Johnson. Slides it off to Champagnie, up fake of the wing. Takes on Brunson, lost control of the basketball, turnover. OG Anunoby with a steal up the floor, bulldozing his way to the rack. No good, missed the layup, tipped off the glass. Rebound controlled by Cornette. Excellent defense to get back right there for San Antonio. Inside the key, Fox. Extra pass made out of bounds, looking for Johnson. It's a turnover. Man, De'Aaron Fox, $50 million next year. Not much so far to redeem himself for a terrible ending in that game 4 on Wednesday. Bad pass with a bad turnover. Jose Alvarado, first time on the floor tonight. Alvarado slipped off the dribble, kept it alive, found Brunson at the wing. Take it on Harper, dribbles inside the key, runner. Brunson off the mark, no good. Tipped around. Champagnie comes out with a defensive rebound. Holy smokes, the physicality in this game has been insane. Jalen Brunson, 1 for 4 shooting so far tonight. Spurs defense locking up the Knicks in the opening quarter. Open three, canning it down with a triple from the corner is Keldon Johnson. This might be the Keldon Johnson game tonight. Strong start for him to begin. Brunson circles his way around inside the key. Outside finds Alvarado. Into the hands to Brunson. Slides it cross court, finds OG. Anunoby, 6 in the timer. OG, a step back 3 over Johnson. No good off the mark. Offensive rebound halted by Robinson. Knicks still with possession. Jalen Brunson, 10 in the shot clock. At the left wing, takes on Keldon Johnson, 101, and lost control of the basketball, turns it over. Cornette battling for the loose ball, tipped over to Johnson. Kick out, corner 3, up the floor. Champagnie off the back rim, no good. A rebound goes to Shamit for the Knicks. Knicks back with possession. Brunson at the wing, drives into Harper. Jalen Brunson, baseline J off the step back, buries the J. Jalen Brunson, second made field goal of the night, puts his team winning 8. Knicks are shooting just 3 for 19 from the floor right now, but despite that, they're only trailing by 8 points. Dylan Harper, top of the key. Big time physical defensive grind of a game so far tonight. Fox at the wing, lob off to the corner. Wide open 3, Champagnie, no good, in and out. And Alvarado controls the defensive rebound. 2 for 9 right now for the Spurs. Not their game from 3. Knicks neither. 2 for 7. Runner Alvarado off the back rim. Offensive rebound. Robinson powers his way down low, followed by Cornette. And 2 free throws coming up at the line from Mitchell Robinson as Victor Wembanyama heading back to the scorer's table, about to check into this game to replace Cornette with that foul. And that's not a bad foul there by Luke Cornette, because he just fouled Mitchell Robinson. He's going to shoot 2 at the free throw line. So, good chance that he'll come up and drill just 1 or 0 at the free throw line. Very slim chance that he'll make both of these free throws coming up out of the timeouts. Got a timeout on the floor, taken by the Knicks. 1:40 left to go in the opening quarter. We only got 28 combined points right now in this game to begin tonight. Ultra physical battle, 18-10 as we head to the timeout. All right, if you guys are new in the stream, wow, we got 300 plus watching right now. If you guys are new, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, so that's for the World Cup they're doing at. So is MetLife. So they're calling it New Jersey Stadium and MetLife. So it's not only Boston Stadium that Gillette Stadium has to be called, because World Cup doesn't do like stadium sponsorships. That's just the sponsorship that they get to host events for the NFL and concerts at Gillette Stadium. Yeah, World Cup doesn't do like stadium sponsorship, so that's why they have to call it by site names. So Boston Stadium it's Gillette Stadium, but for the World Cup, they're calling it Boston Stadium for all the international people. It's in Foxborough, Mass. So Foxborough is like 40 minutes south of Boston, around like 35, 40 minutes south. It's in between Providence and Boston, basically. It's like 30 minutes north of Providence, like 35, 40 minutes south of Boston. Yeah, just these players are getting locked up tonight. Buckets coming out a minimum. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would call it Miami Stadium. I'm gonna pull up the schedule here for what they're calling these stadiums, so I can like familiarize myself with that too. Oh wow, that okay. So out in oh ESPN doesn't have the designation for the stadium. They're calling them the regular stadium names that they've always been. Let's see, FIFA World Cup stadiums 2026. New York, New Jersey Stadium, that's MetLife. Dallas Stadium, AT&T. Los Angeles Stadium, SoFi. San Francisco Bay Area Stadiums, Levi's Stadium. Houston Stadium is NRG Stadium. Kansas City Stadium's Arrowhead. Atlanta Stadium, Mercedes-Benz. Philadelphia is Lincoln Financial Field. Miami Stadium, they're calling it, which is Hard Rock. Boston Stadium, which is Gillette, and then Seattle Stadium, which is Lumen Field. So they're going by all the geographical sites for these stadiums that they're calling it by. Same thing with Mexico City. They're calling it Mexico City Stadium instead of Estadio Azteca. Yeah, BC plays Vancouver. Toronto Stadium, they're calling instead of BMO Field in Toronto. 18-10 as we get back to action. Both of the free throws missed at the line by Mitchell Robinson. Fox on the floor alongside Wemby, Champagnie, Castle, and Vassell. Fox dribbles up to the elbow, crossover, drives, jumper, mid-range, over OG, buries it. Shifty right there off the crossover by De'Aaron Fox. And that's the De'Aaron Fox that the Spurs will need to see to win this game. Brunson slides it off to the wing into the hands to Alvarado. As we approach the final minute left to go in the first, Brunson, Alvarado, Robinson, Anunoby, and Shamet, the five on the floor. At the wing, Brunson takes the three over Champagnie, and he drills it. Big time splash there from the outside by Jalen Brunson. 8 points now for Brunson. Fox on top, Champagnie. Extra pass made. Wemby pulls up from deep. Wemby no good, missed the three. Rebound went to Anunoby. And down by just 7 now for the Knicks. Chance here to cut the deficit. Brunson dribbles, drives inside, stumbled off the dribble. No call with the refs. And he got tied up here. It's going to stay. It's going to be a jump ball tie-up at the free throw circle. If they can get past this game tonight, I think there's a legit chance that for San Antonio, I think honestly it's going to be the Knicks. So I think they're going to figure it out tonight eventually in this game. Troubling sign for the Spurs right now is they're not hitting their shots. They've got those open opportunities. Spurs know that they need it more tonight, and they're playing their hearts out defensively, but can they sustain this for the full 48? That's the big key tonight. Right now, they're hustling all over the floor, and they win the jump ball with Castle. Fox has it. 35 seconds left to go. Fox working on Shaman at the low block. Fox slides across court. Vassell up fake. Vassell. And the foul on the floor. Charged to the Knicks. It's on Alvarado. Inbound goes to Fox. Fox dribbles up inside the key outside. Champagnie, a jumper right down the chute, delivers. 23-13 San Antonio. On point to start off tonight. Catch and fire three. That's a big, big shot there by Julian Champagnie. Just 13 points by the Knicks. Alvarado, a lot of dribbling. 10 seconds left to go. Into the hands to Brunson. Brunson, spin cycle on Castle. At the elbow, outside off to Alvarado. Pulls up from deep. A 30-plus footer, no good at the buzzer. And at the end of the first quarter, San Antonio looking hungry tonight. 23-13. 13 points, the fewest amount of points scored by the Knicks in a single game this postseason. Dylan Harper scoring a backdoor layup in the first quarter. Victor Wembanyama coming up big to begin. He is hungry. 3 blocks, 6 points in 7 minutes, plus 4 rebounds to start off for Wemby. 5 by Champagny with a big-time 3 before the end of the quarter. Dylan Harper is 7 right now. And Keldon Johnson playing with energy. He is a +7 with 3 points off a made 3 by Johnson. Really good start for the Spurs. Man, they are just locked in defensively. Like, this is an incredible start defensively by San Antonio to begin this game. Yeah, they're going to have to sustain it for the full 4 quarters for them to win because they know that they could have won in a sweep by now for San Antonio. They've now blown 3 games with double-digit leads of 14, 12, and 29. Warzone Buck, welcome in. Billy, both taking the Knicks tonight. Seamus, thanks for joining in. Glad to have you in the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe to the first quarter of action. Points at a minimum. Knicks just 4 for 22 shooting, 18% from the floor. Like, they're lucky they're only down by 10. The Knicks are playing solid defense back at the Spurs. Spurs, 43% shooting. San Antonio not looking good from the perimeter so far. 27%, 3 for 11. Knicks also have 6 turnovers. Yeah, there's been a lot of no calls so far tonight. A lot of stuff being let go by the refs. Yeah, I've got the Knicks winning tonight in 5. I think they're going to figure it out eventually for them. But I'm actually hoping for a Game 6 between these two teams on Tuesday night. Wow, DirecTV still not on contract. Wow. They're going to have to keep up this defensive intensity for another 3 quarters. Here we go. We get back to action right now. Starting off the second quarter as we come back in. San Antonio with a possession at the right wing perimeter. De'Aaron Fox working his way in Alvarado. 2 in the timer. Straightaway 3. Fox no good off the back rim. Rebound controlled by Cats. 5 of the floor look like this for New York. Landry Shamet, Jose Alvarado, Karl-Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Miles McBride, turning the corner, kick out corner, into the hands to OG, floats it on top, Cap, gets the way off to McBride, corner 3, McBride, and it got blocked by Wembanyama. That was Alvarado that Wemby denied from the corner. Here goes Fox up the floor, finds Bryant. Bryant at the wing, handoff to Castle. Incredible block right there by Wemby just a moment ago. Fox, pass broken up in the corner. Champagny has it. Up fake. Able to get one defender to bite, and he buries it. OG Anunoby fell for the up fake, and Julian Champagny nails his second triple tonight. 26-13, largest lead of the game right now for the Spurs. McBride at the wing. His pass broken up out of bounds off Wemby. Yeah, Top's doing pretty well. Man, that is just an insane block. That's his 4th block of the night tonight for Wemby. This defense for San Antonio is insane. They're going to have to keep this up for another 11 quarters. They want to win the chip. Up feed, Cat at the baseline. Slides it off to the trailer. Shamitz. Huge rejection by Wembanyama. Holy smokes. Victor Wembanyama. 5 blocks in the opening half. Victor Wembanyama on track tonight for a record-setting block game. Castle off the crossover. Castle inside the key. Tangled up and fouled. Single block. NBA Finals game record is Dwight Howard, 9 blocks for the Magic in the 2009 Finals of Game 4 against the Lakers. Inbound goes to Castle. Castle crossover at the top. Castle inside the key, puts up the shot, blocked by Katz, cut it back with Wemby off the shovel pass. Castle again got rejected and tipped by Wembanyama off the back of the backboard. A shot clock violation either way. What incredible defense that was for the Knicks to make the defensive stand right back. Man, this defense has been insane by both teams right now. Single game block record is 17 by Elmore Smith, Lakers against Blazers back in 1973. And it's a turnover. Charge to the Knicks. Jose Alvarado. Over a back that's actually going to be 8. Yeah, that's going to be 8-second violation on Alvarado. Couldn't get it past the timeline on time. Looked like it should have been over the back. 10 minutes left to go before halftime. Castle dribbles up to the elbow, finds Wemby. Wemby penetrates inside the key, working on Cat, got stripped, lost it. Incredible defensive play right there by Cat as Alvarado came up with a possession, kick out corner. Outside goes off the Cat, up fake, drives on Wemby. Cat looking to slow it down. Both of these teams' defenses has been insane so far. Alvarado to the cup, no good, missed the layup. Altered by Bryant off the miss. Spurs have possession. Harper attacking the paint. Harper draws the shooting foul. 2 shots coming up with a free throw line by Dylan Harper. Wow, this game has been insane. Like, nobody can score a bucket right now. Yeah, if you fell asleep during the last game, you missed a lot. So much happened in the final. In the second half, just crazy. Especially the last 2 minutes, just insane. Dylan Harper, both free throws good at the line. 28-13 right now. Yeah, this could be the first to 80 could win this game tonight if we keep up at this rate. Alvarado at the wing of the perimeter. He takes on Champagny one-on-one, slides it off the Cat, covered by Wemby on the outside, into the hands to Cat once again from Alvarado. Cat, dish out to the corner, Hart towards his left off the dribble, 6 in the timer, hand off Cat. Cat working his way on Castle, dribbles up, has it at the deep 2 off a tough turnaround at the elbow, got it to go as the shot clock went down to 0. What a shot right there as the timer went off by Cat. That's the first bucket of the night by Karl-Anthony Towns. 8:50 left to go before halftime. Castle moves it off to Harper at the wing. Flings it off to Wemby on top. Wemby slides it off to Castle. Up fake. Wemby gets past Cat off the dribble. Outside finds Harper on the 3 off the back rim. No good. A battle for the rebound went to Cat down low. Loose ball. Lost it in the backcourt. And it's out of bounds off a Cat. Thomas Bryant making an impact right there in the backcourt. Battling with Cat for the rebounds. Carter Bryant was the one who made the impact. 28-15. Brunson's going to check back into the game. This game has been insane defensively. If you're just joining in, San Antonio is shooting 38%, 10-4, 26 from the floor. The Knicks are shooting 5 or 26 at 19%. Victor Wembanyama in this first half has 5 blocks. Inbound goes to Wemby. Wemby at the wing takes on Cat. 10 in the timer. Wemby takes the three, makes the three from downtown. 31-15, San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama up to 9 in the opening half. Down the far side of the floor. And Victor Wembanyama just picked up the foul. Down the far side of the floor, defending Cats. And the Spurs are going to burn a timeout on the floor. So right now, the Spurs are looking to challenge this foul call on Wemby, and that's going to be Wemby's second personal foul. So right now, this is under review. Victor Wembanyama taking on Cat. Off a bounce past the Cat. Wemby was holding up Cat. Yeah, a lot of jostling for position right there, and the Spurs are going to challenge this call on the floor. So big challenge coming up here in just a moment. 31-15. We're going to head to the timeout. The physicality of this game has been insane. San Antonio playing for their lives to force a Game 6 on Tuesday. Like, holy smokes. Like, they are just locked in defensively tonight. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. After the season wraps up, I'm hoping to cover some Caitlin Clark WNBA live stream. So still planning to be live throughout the course of the summer. So even when finals do wrap up, whenever they wrap up, I'm still hoping to be live throughout the summer. Next game's on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, same time. Yeah, this game's intensity has been insane. Like, it could be the first team to score 80 tonight wins this game based on the rate that we're going. Both teams might even score below it if it keeps up what it's doing. Right now, the Knicks have 15 points in this entire first half. These games are before the shot clock ever. Lowest scoring game was 19-18 on November 22nd, 1950, a matchup between the Fort Wayne Pistons and the Minneapolis Lakers. Two teams combined for 37 total points, a game that directly led to the shot clock being created. So, yeah, the lowest scoring games were before the shot clock, back in the 50s and the 40s when the NBA was getting its start. Lowest scoring games in the shot clock ever combined. 117 points in 2004. Pistons against the Bucks. Detroit won 63-54. Lowest scoring single team games in the shot clock era. Chicago Bulls against Miami Heat. Heat won 82-49 in 1999. Utah Jazz, Chicago Bulls, Game 3 to 1998 NBA Finals. Final score was Chicago 96, Utah 54. That's got to be the lowest final score ever recorded in the shot clock era, I would imagine. We get back to action. Carter Bryant stripped, he lost it, and they race up the floor now with McBride. Into the hands of the Cat, slides it off to Brunson. Jalen Brunson defended by Harper around the perimeter. Towards his right off the dribble, sends it off to Bridges. In the corner, connects with McBride, 8 on the timer. McBride towards his left. McBride, 5 on the timer. Drive, kick out, corner, 3. Bridges buries the triple. Big time stroke right there from the outside by Mikal Bridges. Knicks are just 6 for 27 shooting. Spurs 11 for 28 off the glass, no good by Castle. Offensive rebound, Vassell, corner 3, in and out. Rebound went to Cats. Knicks with possession. Josh Hart into the hands of the Cat, driving on Castle inside the key. Fall away shot, no good at the low block, tipped around. Battle for the basketball, and out of bounds as Hart pleading his case. It was off the Spurs, but San Antonio will get the basketball back, so it's off of Josh Hart. Top of the key, Castle. Castle, straightaway 3, missed off the mark. Rebound went to Cats. That challenge San Antonio had won previous to getting back to action. Victor Wembanyama had that foul rescinded, so he's back to 1 personal foul. Brunson inside the key, attacking over Vassell. No good, missed the layup. Bryant controls the defensive rebound. Bryant, Harper, Luke Cornett on the floor currently. Devin Vassell and Stephon Castle. Jumper, pull-up, 15-footer. Dylan Harper connects on it. 15-point advantage for San Antonio. Dylan Harper scoring more than a point a minute. 11 points tonight in 10 minutes. The Knicks have yet to score inside the paint. 12-0 Spurs, points in the paint tonight. Bridges on top, finds Hart, tees up the 3 straight away. Josh Hart connects in the 3. Still, it's only a 12-point game. 5 made threes for the Knicks. That's actually where they've been efficient tonight. They are 5 for 12 from the perimeter. Not a bad response from 3. 42% from 3. The rest of their shots, they are 2 for 18 from the floor, making them 7 for 30 total. Spurs just turned it over. A bad pass in the perimeter sailed out of bounds. Yeah, right now Wemby is on the bench. Midway into the second quarter. Brunson takes it past the timeline. Brunson, McBride, Bridges, Hart, and Robinson. Brunson working on Keldon Johnson. Dribbles up, baseline drive, runner. Brunson no good. Robinson tipped off the mark, got a bounce, and it went off of Cornett. It's going to stay Knicks ball. Inbound to the corner. Bridges finds Robinson. Not a shooter. Needs to hand it off. He does, finds Bridges. Bridges, skip pass, corner, Hart, 3 in a timer. Josh Hart, step back 3, contested over Fox, skidded off the rim, tipped out to Brunson. Offensive rebound. He is up the 3. Brunson buries it. 3 big time second chance points there by Jalen Brunson. Back-to-back buckets made by Brunson. He's a perfect 3 for 3 from the perimeter. Wemby back in the game. Missed the jumper short at the free throw circle. Rebound hauled him on the Knicks. Brunson looking to get going right now. He's been able to pull up from the outside into the hands to McBride. Slides it off to Robinson. Hand off McBride. A 3 straight away off the back rim. No good. A rebound went back to the Spurs. And down low. No good off the mark. Tipped over to Cylinder. Robinson. And that should be 2. Yep, and they're going to award it to the Spurs. So goaltend violation charged to Mitchell Robinson. Possibly. So, yeah, I'm not sure yet if I'll be streaming the draft. I have to look to see what else is going on that night, but potentially. If I do stream the draft, it would be the first night on the Tuesday night. That's on Tuesday, June 23rd. Jalen Brunson with possession. Rises for the jumper at the elbow. Drills the J. Jalen Brunson right now in the zone. And that's a bad sign for the Spurs as the Knicks all of a sudden are hanging in the game on the back of Brunson. 4.5 left to go before halftime. Wemby, straightaway, 3 off the pull-up, missed off the rim short. Robinson hauls in the defensive rebound. And all of a sudden, the Knicks start to find their groove. Jalen Brunson getting to his spots, knocking down shots from 3. And making some deep 2Js. What a spin move. Right past Vassell, surging, taking on Johnson at the baseline. Finds Bridges, back into the hands to Brunson. Jalen Brunson, 5 at a time, rises for the jumper. Deep 2J, buries it. Jalen Brunson in the groove right now. The 10-2 run by the Knicks. 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Jalen Brunson with a strong start tonight. That's a bad sign for the Spurs because he is clutch. Getting better throughout the third and fourth quarters, and right now erupting in the second. Missed shot by Wemby. Tipped it back to himself for the offensive rebound. 10 in the shot clock. Victor Wembanyama. Edge in the midcourt logo. Taking on Robinson 101. Drives on Robinson. Free throw circle. Ball poke loose. Got it back. Wemby sends it off to Fox. Fox. Deep range J. Buries the triple. Major 3 by De'Aaron Fox to put his team up by 10. 38-28 Spurs. Knicks with possession with Brunson. Jalen Brunson, player to match for New York. 15 points on 6 for 11, shooting everybody else 1 made field goal or below. And San Antonio down low committing a personal foul, and that is going to be charged to Wemby. That's going to be Wemby's second personal foul, and Jalen Brunson going to shoot 2 at the free throw line. Wow, they are very lucky that they challenged the previous foul that Wemby picked up that he got rescinded. Because that would have been his third if they didn't take that challenge and win that challenge. And Victor Wembanyama just picked up his second. First free throw missed by Brunson. Sonny, thanks for joining in. Glad to have you in the stream. If you guys are new in the stream tonight, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. This game is far from over. Not a good sign right now for the Spurs that Jalen Brunson has figured things out, getting to his spots, nailing his shots. Second free throw by Brunson, and that is good gut the bounce. Jalen Brunson tonight, 16 points, playing the entire first half almost, playing 17 minutes in this first half. Skip past the corner. Fox finds Castle. Castle's 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound went to OG. Knicks down by just 9. And they're shooting just 27% from the floor, nevertheless in a single-digit game right now. Top of the key, Jalen Brunson. Towards his right off the dribble. Take it on. Devin Vassell stuck in the corner. Slides across court. Bridges elevates for the J. Bridges rattles in the 3. It's a 6-point game of 38-32. Second made 3 tonight by Mikal Bridges. Castle powering his way to the cup and clobbered and fouled. 2 free throws coming up at the line by Stephon Castle. It's on Cat who picks up the shooting foul. What a game tonight here. 6-point game. 2:34 left to go before halftime. And we will have a timeout here taken on the floor as we enter into the break. Knicks burn a timeout. Second charge timeout tonight by the Knicks as we head over to a brief break. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top Skier to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right now we get to the timeout. Jalen Brunson cooking it up right now. 16 points on 6 for 11 shooting right now from the floor by Brunson. Single-handedly carrying the Knicks, has half of the points through him so far tonight. He is a perfect 3 for 3 from the perimeter. Mikal Bridges with 6. Great sign for him to get back and nailing shots. And then after that, OG with 5. Josh Hart with 3, Cat with 2. No bench points so far tonight by the Knicks. Spurs led by Dylan Harper. He has 11. Keldon Johnson with 3. They have 14 bench points combining for tonight. And Dylan Harper leads the way. 11 points on 4 for 5 shooting in 14 minutes. Wemby with 9 rebounds and 5 blocks. Champagnie drilling 2 threes is 8 points, 5 by Fox. Vassell with 2 off the bench. Johnson with 3. Yeah, Knicks are dialed up from the perimeter. New York is 7 for 16 from 3. And crazy part about this game, the Knicks are down by just 2 possessions. They've only scored 2 points in the paint so far tonight. The Spurs are outscoring the Knicks 16-2 points in the paint. 11 for 38 shooting by the Knicks. They're 7 for 16, 44% from 3. Rest of their shots. They're 4 for 22. They're shooting 18% from 2 tonight. Yeah, San Antonio keeps on pulling up from deep. They're not making their threes tonight, just 6 for 20 at 30% from 3. Just got to keep on attacking and getting to the rim if you're San Antonio. Get the better, higher percentage shot for them instead of settling for threes, and all of a sudden this is crept into a 6-point game. Yeah, they just showed the watch parties and the large crowds out in New York. I can only wonder what happens when the Knicks win the championship. If they do, what's going to happen to New York? Castle at the free throw line shooting 2. First one is good. That's his first point of the night by Stephon Castle. So right now he's shooting 0 for 6 from the floor. Second free throw, got the bounce. Yeah, Stephon Castle was amazing in the Game 3 victory for him. He needs to get it going offensively. That was the game where Wemby and Castle took over. Those two guys really had a strong Game 3 in the lone win in the series. Missed 3 off the backer by Bridges. Rebound went to Champagnie. Champagnie on the floor alongside Vassell. Cornet's on the courts as Wemby is on the bench. Fox and Castle, the 5 of the court. Zigzag. Castle, low block, puts up the shot, no good. Tipped off the mark. And the rebound controlled by Brunson. Castle's out of the play. They got numbers. 5 on 4 up the floor. Brunson dribbles up to the low block. Jalen Brunson inside the key. Slides it on top. Hart finds Bridges. Tees up the 3. In and out. No good. Missed off the rim by Bridges. Rebound went to Champagnie. Fox with possession. Thought about the step back. Made the extra pass. Champagnie back into the hands to Fox. De'Aaron Fox dribbles up inside the key. A jumper. Mid-range. Off the back rim. No good. Tipped up in the air. Anunoby controls the defensive rebound. Brunson. Transition. Tees up the 3. Halfway down. No good. Rattled out. Rebound goes to Vassell. Nobody can buy a bucket right now. 90 seconds before halftime. Stephon Castle at the free throw circle. Jump stop inside. Bounce pass finds Cornet. Broke it up. Turnover. Can't have that happen if they're the Spurs. Racing up the floor. Here goes Hart. Surging to the rim. Score it. And 1. Coming up at the free throw line by Josh Hart. Holy smokes. Josh Hart hitting the press play on turbo mode, taking it right to the rack off full speed. Josh Hart shoved from behind by De'Aaron Fox and shot right out of a cannon. Flinging up the shot, laying it up and in off the glass. Getting the bucket to drop plus the and 1. That is a huge bucket. Chance to put his team winning 5. And after a slow start for the Knicks where they scored just 13 points in the opening quarter. Again, outscoring the Spurs in the second quarter 21-17. right now is under review for an official review right now in the court. Minute 18 left to go before halftime. What a game tonight. If you guys are doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Other players start to step up here for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson, 16 points tonight. Josh Hart up to 5. 6 by Bridges. Anunoby has 5. Cat with just 2 tonight. So this is being reviewed off that heavy push by De'Aaron Fox to see if it's anything that will warrant a flagrant. Fox had pushed Hart, which Hart came diving right into the bottom part of the stanchion. Yeah, like why was there a push there by Fox? You gotta use your head and play defense. De'Aaron Fox is just costing the Spurs this finals. And that's a shame because they have one of the youngest teams in NBA history to make an appearance in the NBA finals. And De'Aaron Fox just got charged with a flagrant. So De'Aaron Fox, flagrant foul 1, just got charged with that heavy push. So Josh Hart will have its and 1 free throw, plus Knicks are going to have the basketball. Terrible foul there by De'Aaron Fox. Like, this is the veteran guy that you got last year at the trade deadline. All the other guys are youngsters on the team in like their first, second, third seasons for the majority of their players. And De'Aaron Fox making $50 million, highest paid player of the team, making mistakes like that. Free throw is good, plus the basketball for the Knicks. Inbound goes to Brunson. Jalen Brunson off the double team. Bounce pass Robinson. Free throw circle. Outside Bridges. Dribbles up inside the key. A runner. Connects on the 2. It's a 3-point game of 40-37. That flagrant foul really hurt the Spurs. And now the Knicks have themselves winning 1 possession. Final minute left to go before halftime. Knicks with all the momentum going into the second half. Jumper, mid-range, off the mark, no good. Missed by Harper. Battle for the rebound in the corner. Champagnie in the corner. He was pushed, and it's on Josh Hart. So Josh Hart, loose ball fall in the corner, knocking down Champagnie. Both teams off the next foul will be in the bonus if there is one. 47 seconds left to go before halftime. Looking for the inbound. Vassell finds Fox. Right now, Wemby is on the bench. They have Luke Cornett on the floor. Fox at the right wing, taking on OG towards his left off the dribble. 5 of the shot clock. Fox takes the 3 straight away. Fox off the back rim, no good. Fox bricked the 3. Looking like a James Harden step back 3 right there. Lob goes into Anunoby. That's like a Game 7 James Harden step back 3. On top, Josh Hart. Hart dribbles up inside the key. Runner left short, tipped up in the air. Battle for the rebound. Went over to Fox. And now, got to generate something here before halftime for the Spurs to give yourself some sort of confidence booster. Fox going to try it himself. Fox a lot of dribbling. Outside found Vassell. Vassell, jumper, falling away. Go to the drop if they count it. Yes, they will. Off the fall away. Get it into the mid-range at the buzzer. 42-37. Devin Vassell to get it a drop right at the buzzer, giving the Spurs confidence going into halftime. Tough shot, fading away towards his left, right over Brunson. Able to sneak his way right past Bridges, who is behind him. That's a big shot right there to enter half for the Spurs. 42-37. Devin Vassell, much needed for San Antonio to increase the lead up to 5 going into half. What a game tonight. Absolute defensive grind. Knicks able to start to mount a comeback. The Knicks outscored the Spurs 24-19 in the second quarter. Jalen Brunson getting to his spots, nailing down shots. Looked like he's been the best player offensively so far in this game. 16.6 for 12 shooting, 3 main threes by Brunson. Victor Wembanyama just insane with the blocks tonight. He's got 5 blocks in the first half for Wemby. All those in the early stage of the second, where he got those blocks up to from the start of the game up to the early part of the second quarter for Wemby. 9 points tonight by Wemby. Dylan Harper leads the way with 11. San Antonio, though, just too many turnovers. 8 turnovers right now. You cannot. Actually, it's statted at 9. Yeah, it's statted at 9, and the box score to get it is 8. Both teams are 9 turnovers. So 9 turnovers for both sides. But the miracle for the Knicks is that New York scored just 3 total baskets inside the paint in that entire first half. They're being outscored 18-6 points in the paint. Nevertheless, they're only down by 5. The 3 ball is working. The 3 ball is dropping tonight. 7 for 19 from the perimeter for the Knicks currently. Yeah, they're 7 for 19 from 3 right now to begin. Hey, what's good, Mike Chalk? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, if you hear any noise in the background or so, I actually have my window open tonight. It's like super hot outside, so I'm trying to get a breeze in right now. Yeah, it's super hot. It's actually really dry too. It's like, I think like 35% humidity. Like yesterday was super humid. It's tropical outside yesterday. Yeah, I had said at the end of the first quarter, like, Spurs going to have to sustain this defensive intensity for 4 quarters, start to let up a little bit. And the Knicks have started to find their groove, nailing these threes. And Jalen Brunson, that's the danger zone right now for the Spurs, is that Jalen Brunson's already getting into a groove, nailing his shots, on track for like a 35, 40-point game for Jalen Brunson to carry his team tonight. He's got 16 right now for Brunson. He just gets better by the quarter. For him to have 16 at halftime, what could be a potential closeout game in the finals tonight, just huge for Jalen Brunson. He scored almost half of the points tonight. And then you look towards the Spurs. They're going to get like offense of the Stephon Castle. Stephon Castle, no buckets, 0 for 7 shooting. Wemby, even though he's been impressive defensively, is only shooting 3 for 10 right now. De'Aaron Fox tossing up bricks. He is 2 for 8 and 1 for 5 from 3. Like, luckily they're getting saved by Dylan Harper. So their defense has been insane in the first half. Victor Wembanyama with 5 blocks, but they just haven't been able to sustain that defensive intensity. Like, they needed to do that for an entire game, and they let go of it a little bit when Cornette came in. And then that allowed the Knicks to start to come on back in this game. Yeah, that would be crazy if they win by 1 again. They win the championship by 1 in this closeout game tonight. If they close it out, just insane. Yeah, I worry about the Spurs tonight with the turnovers too. 8 turnovers right now out of them. Like, I can only wonder what's going to happen in the fourth quarter in this game. Just they're going to limit those mistakes for the second half. That's a big part as well. If they're able to limit those mistakes, they're going to force the game 6. But right now they have 8 turnovers going into half. And the Knicks have scored 11 points off those turnovers tonight. What's good, Naja player? Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, defensive grind tonight in the game. Like, this Knicks team proved that they could come on back from 14 down, 12 down, and then 29 in the last game. And they were down once again by double digits tonight. 16-point lead by the Spurs. at one point. Yeah, it was 23-13 at the end of the first. Thirty-three 18 with 6:40 in the second quarter. Largest lead was 31-16 with around 8 minutes in the second. So the Spurs have only scored 11 points in the last 8 minutes. Knicks have scored 21. Yeah, so part of a 21-11 run. Yeah, the non-Wembanyama minutes, that's where the Spurs are suffering the most. When Luke Cornett comes in. Right now, tonight, he's a +1 when he's been on the floor. I want to see if that changed, though, in the second quarter. Best of luck there for Cody tonight, needing 30 out of Wemby tonight. Yeah, he's having a tough time with efficiency. Got a couple slam dunks in the first quarter, but I'm kind of shocked by Mitch Johnson right now, not playing Wemby as much as he should in that first half. He played 17 out of 24 minutes, so he sat on the bench for 7 minutes. They don't do it by quarter breakdown yet. Yeah, I was interested to see the box plus minus for Luke Cornett in the second quarter breakdown, but it's not broken down until after the game. Yeah, Castle's really struggling tonight. And credit out to the Knicks defense. They've made it really tough for Stephon Castle to generate scoring at the rim. He's taken a lot of looks down low, but the Knicks just swarming him inside the paint. All right, gonna go get Mr. Tops. We'll be back in a couple moments with Mr. Tops on stream. All right, big boy. Here you go tonight. There you go, Mr. Tops. It's my tortoise, Mr. Tops, and yeah, he's quite active tonight. Looks like you want to play defense out there. Oh yeah, he's got his back tail going. He's got his claws moving. Wants to get up high and get some blocks tonight in this game. Good job, buddy. Any wise words for the second half? No. Mr. Tops just wants a great defensive game. Well, you got a lot of people watching you, Mr. Tops. Yep, you have over 300 plus people watching you right now, big boy. Oh, yeah, he is quite active tonight. Usually can hold him with like one hand. Like the last game, he was calm, so I had him on the stream. The last game, he was really calm, but tonight he's going. Yeah, Mr. Tops is quite active. Yeah, you want the activity level to keep up. Oh, yeah, buddy. There you go. Wow, Mr. Tops is strong tonight. Strong, physical, active. Getting his hands up in the air. There you go. Yeah. We got a big tail from Mr. Top, so that means I have to put him back. That means that he might be going to the bathroom very soon for Mr. Top. So we're going to put him back, and then we'll be back in a couple moments. All right, we are back in. Hopefully, we'll get back to action in a couple minutes from now. If you guys enjoy the stream, keep on smashing the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. And if this is the last stream of the season today, I still plan on being live throughout the course of the summer, covering Caitlin Clark, Indiana Fever, WNBA games until the NBA gets back in October. So feel free to keep on coming back, supporting here on the channel next couple months throughout the course of the summer. Just incredible defensive game here tonight. And Jalen Brunson's able to start to solve that for him. Like, nailing his mid-range shots. Getting into a groove from three. And I feel like that's not a good sign for the Spurs right now, since Jalen Brunson has started to solve San Antonio's defense. And that they're starting to really get into a rhythm from the perimeter. There's a bunch of Knicks fans in the crowd. So a bunch of blue and orange in the crowd tonight. This game's a road game for the Knicks in San Antonio. Wow. Just saw something. They got the banner at MSG of legendary New York Knicks coach Red Holzman, who won 613 games, led the franchise to both of their championships back in the 70s. He has a banner in Madison Square Garden, and today is June 13th. 613 total victories by the head coach in the franchise. Right now, it's only a 5-point game. Got some people on the stream going to Knicks in 5 right now, down by just 5. A 24-19 second quarter advantage for New York. And remember, he scored just 13 points in the first quarter for them. Problem is, for the Spurs, that Jalen Brunson gets better throughout the course of the game. So very likely he could have a 35-plus point game at the end of tonight. Stephon Castle just won on the 0 for 7 in the first half. Has possession. We get back to action. Castle, lob down low, looking for Wendy off the back rim. No good. And Knicks get called in the foul. Wow, Karl-Anthony Towns cannot believe it. We're going to see if Mike Brown decides to challenge this call. Backpedaling, working on Wembanyama. Wow, he gave Wemby a shot to the midsection. For Wemby, not really much there, though. Wow. That's a brutal way to start off the quarter. That's now 4 fouls on Cat. Holy smokes. Castle, skip past the corner. 3 in the air, off the back rim, no good. Missed by Fox. Rebound, secure by Hart. So if you're just joining in, Karl-Anthony Towns substituted out of this game now with 4 personal fouls in the early third. Corner 3 missed by OG. Rebound ripped away by Wemby. Wembanyama, 10th rebound in the night. Fox slides it off to Wemby. Wemby attacks the paint. Cross court connects with Castle. Castle pushes off. Castle gets called in the foul. Turnover by San Antonio. Jalen Brunson started off the third quarter on the floor alongside Mitchell Robinson and placed the Cat with those 4 fouls. OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Josh Hart. Bridges at the wing. Dribbles up, takes on Wemby. Inside a key runner, bounces in. Got the deuce. 3-point game right now. New York trying to make it in 5 tonight to close out the series and win their first chip in 53 years. Castle, push pass, corner, 3 shit. Penny with other ideas, buries the 3. Knocks it down, puts the Spurs up by 6. 11 points now for Julian Champagnie. Brunson lobs it off to Robinson. Robinson at the wing of the perimeter. Hand off Jalen Brunson. Brunson dribbles up inside the key. Jumper over Castle. Bounces in. That's a big-time shot right there by Brunson. Jalen Brunson just will not go away. 4 personal fouls tonight in this game. An illegal screen set by Champagnie. It's an offensive foul charged to the Spurs. Some foul trouble right now in this matchup. Champagnie up to 2 personal fouls. Wemby with 2, Castle is 2. Cat's on the bench sitting with 4 for the Knicks. 2 personal fouls by Anunoby. Mikal Bridges, a lot of dribbling up to the corner. Hart, cross-court, Robinson, hand off to Brunson. As we're down to 10 minutes left to go in the third. Jalen Brunson towards his right. Tees up the 3 at the wing. Brunson off the mark, no good. Huge rebound on the offensive glass by Mitchell Robinson. 10 in the timer for Jalen Brunson. Flings it out on top. OG dribbles up inside the key. Working on Wemby. Blocked by Wembanyama. That's now the 6th block by Victor Wembanyama. Champagnie push past the trailer. Downhill. Wembanyama dunks it off the feed by Fox. 6-point lead for San Antonio as Victor Wembanyama throws it down, and a foul as well from behind. The free throw coming up for Wemby. This is being looked at the monitor. Wemby, the trailer, dunked it and then came crashing right into the stanchion. Incredible ball movement. Champagny, Fox, Wemby, cutting to the hoop, receives it, dunks it, push from behind. And that is on Mitchell Robinson. So already there's been a flagrant one charge to De'Aaron Fox off a push from behind. We'll see what happens here as the referees will look at this one at the monitor. So Mitchell Robinson, the guilty party, picked up the push foul from behind. Victor Wembanyama now with a double-double tonight. So just awaiting the call right now by Mitchell Robinson off the foul, pushing Victor Wembanyama from behind. So Wemby dunked it down, came crashing right into the stanchion. Mitchell Robinson has been confirmed. Flagrant foul type 1. Yeah, you can see the writing all over the wall for that one because De'Aaron Fox pushed Josh Hart earlier in the game, got called in that same exact foul as Hart came crashing down to the stanchion. You're going to make it even on both sides and did exactly that. So great officiating right there, going to the monitor, making sure that they get this game back to making it even like it should always be on both sides. The refereeing crew doing a good job with that tonight. So flagrant foul type 1 charge to Mitchell Robinson. Free throw by Wemby is off the mark. He missed it. He's going to have another free throw off the flagrant, plus they get the basketball. Second free throw by Wemby is good, plus the ball for San Antonio. 48-41. Mitchell Robinson issued the flagrant foul. Robinson will stay in the game. So he pushed Wembanyama off a slam dunk that he made from behind. Spurs looking to get the inbound. Far side front court into the hands to Wemby at the far side corner. Takes on Robinson towards his right off the dribble. Hand off to Castle. Castle towards his left. A left baseline dribble into the hands to Fox. Extra pass made. Champagny. A sidestep to his right on the three. A laser beam from the perimeter. Julian Champagny buries another three. 10-point lead by the Spurs. Fourth made triple tonight by Julian Champagny. Brunson at the wing takes on Champagny 1-on-1. 12 in the timer. Brunson dribbles up inside the key. Brunson stripped going up. Got fouled. And 2 shots here at the free throw line for Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson, one-man show tonight for the Knicks. 18 points. Behind him, Bridges with 10. Stephon Castle, the guilty party, just picked up his third personal. Are they going to give him 2 shots? He was going up with a jump shot motion, trying to fake that. He will not. So Brunson will actually not get these free throw attempts. Try to sell it to the referees. Refs did not give him the free throw attempts as he jumped up after he was stripped in the hands by Castle. So it resulted in an inbound instead. Brunson bounced past Hart. Outside to Anunoby. OG, 5 at the timer. Kick out corner. Bridges elevates for the J off the back heel. Misfired. Rebound goes to Vassell. Spurs with possession, up by 10. Victor Wembanyama spin cycle inside the paint. Follow away jumper. Wemby drills the 2. Looking to put this to a game of 6 on Tuesday. The Spurs up by 12, making sure that happens. 8:40 left to go in the third. Corner 3. Bridges buries the triple. Big response right back to stay within striking distance, putting themselves within 9 now by the Knicks. Wembanyama on top. Champagny. 4 made threes. Good version on the Julian Champagny tonight. Victor Wembanyama at the top. Pulls the trigger on a 3. Bad decision. Missed off the mark. Rebound. Went back over to the Knicks. Hart. Hand off to Brunson. Down by 9 for New York. Jalen Brunson, edge of the Frostbank Center logo, dribbles up, takes on Champagny, jumper, 15-footer. Jalen Brunson, oh, he makes it look easy, buries the J. 7-point game now. Jalen Brunson with 20. Knicks just will not go away. Castle, cross court. Vassell towards his right. Lob, Wemby, comes down, fouled. Clock will stop with 7:48. Man, the New York Knicks just always just finding a way for them. Dylan Harper's going to check in on the floor. He replaces Fox. That's on Anunoby, picks up the personal. They're going to put an Ariel Huck-Porty on the floor. Now, Victor Wembanyama is going to take a seat on the bench here. 7:48 left to play in the third. Luke Cornett will get some minutes. Anunoby just picked up his third foul. 4 fouls charged the Cat on the bench currently. Harper, right to the rim, scores, up and it off the backboard. Dylan Harper, layup line. He's got 13 points tonight in 15 minutes. Mikal Bridges slows down tempo. 7.5 left to go in the third. Bridges courses right off the dribble. Dribbles up straight away. Dish out to the corner. Anunoby, it takes the 3. Blocked to the bounds by Vassell. Devin Vassell, big time rejection, denying OG Anunoby. Devin Vassell, big time block. Exactly what the Spurs needed when Wembanyama was on the bench. Other players to step up, and they've got that right now. First block in the night by Devin Vassell. Landry Shamet will check in. He replaces Ariel Huck-Porty. Will head back to the bench, playing that 1 minute of action. Kel Bridges inbound passer. Sends it off to Shamet. Shamet at the far corner into the hands to Hart. Handoff, Brunson turns the corner, drives, a layup line. Jalen Brunson finds the gap, scores the layup. 7-point game. Jalen Brunson with 22. The Knicks will not go away. Castle, Harper, push pass, corner, 3. Champagnie off the rim, no good. A rebound, hauled in by Hart. Knicks have it up the floor. Josh Hart, bounce past Shamet at the wing. Down the middle finds Hart. Hart, handoff Brunson. Jalen Brunson, no good on the 3. Missed off the back rim. Battle for the rebound. Tipped up to Champagnie on the defensive glass. Spurs with possession. Dylan Harper dribbles, drives, right down the lane inside. Missed the layup. A rebound went to Anunoby. Knicks with possession. OG is surging onto the pack. Anunoby to the rim. Scores the buckets. Tough layup right there by OG Anunoby. Cuts the deficit down to 5. Timeout on the floor taken by San Antonio. Blue-collar basketball. The New York Knicks will just not go away. 55-50, 5-point game. 6:27 left to go in the third quarter of action as we head to the timeouts. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. What a game tonight. Right now at the timeout, 55-50. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Just an incredible battle. Quick foul trouble looks like this. Cats with 4 personal fouls. Limited to 15 minutes tonight. OG Anunoby, 3 personal fouls. Spurs foul trouble, 3 personal fouls by Castle. Wemby and Champagnie each with 2. Victor Wembanyama, double-double, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 5 blocks. Champagnie's been in the groove tonight. 4 made threes, got 14. Harper been excellent too, 13 points. Those are the 3 guys that's really been key. tonight for the Spurs on the other side. Jalen Brunson, best player by far offensively in this game. 22 points by Brunson. They got a good version on the Mikal Bridges tonight. He's got 13 points, 5 for 10 shooting. 3 made threes by Bridges. After that, Anunoby with 7, 6 by Hart. Low Lane James, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Delta Force, welcome back in. Cat's been in a lot of foul trouble for him tonight. He's only attempted 1 3 this entire game, so he's been limited to 15 minutes. Yeah, it's a big difference tonight in paint points. Knicks had just 6 paint points going into halftime. Right now, 24-14 paint points for the Spurs. We get back to action. Spurs with possession. Harper on the floor alongside Wemby, Keldon Johnson, De'Aaron Fox, and Devin Vassell. Harper buries the J. 7-point lead now for the Spurs. Able to rise up and drill it for a deep right elbow two. 15 points in 16 minutes tonight on the Dylan Harper for the Spurs. Jalen Brunson, 22 points for the game leader. Shovels it off to the corner. McBride, baseline dribble, kick out. Nice ball movement around here by the Knicks. Josh Hart's handoff. Shamit on a 3. Shamit no good. In and out. Wembanyama controls his 11th rebound. Up the floor finds Harper. Harper looking for an open teammate. Lob to Wemby. Wemby stays with it. Wemby goes up. Wemby right through. Good for 2. Increasing the lead by 9. 16-11 now for Victor Wembanyama. Players. Oh, geez. Jalen Brunson is down. Jalen Brunson. He's got back up on his feet on the floor. Had a collision at the top of the key. A jumper's buried by Vassell. 9-point lead by San Antonio. Jalen Brunson goes right over to the official as he got obliterated on the floor. A no call for the referees, and Mike Brown goes straight over to the officials. Jalen Brunson right now is heated. Jalen Brunson took the 3. Right over Wemby. Buried the shot, and then went down. And then went right after the officials after he buried that shot. 62-53, 5:18 remaining in the third quarter. Wow, this game has been ultra physical tonight. Just insane. Bodies collapsing like human dominoes on the floor. What's good, Vegas? Welcome back in, bud. 25 now by Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson knocked down in the landing area, and the referees didn't call it. Yeah, Shavit's having a tough time tonight. Nothing from the bench. 5 different players have played off the bench. Nobody's been able to generate bench points 18-0 bench points for the Spurs. Dylan Harper scored 15 points tonight from the bench. Yeah, hasn't really been a good game out of Castle, Fox, or Vassell, but finding their way right now for the Spurs. Only two guys have really been able to play well tonight for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson, 25. Mikal Bridges, 13. Everybody else, 7 or below. Yeah, the defense tonight has been insane. San Antonio, how they started off the first quarter, just crazy. The defensive intensity that they were playing with. Started to get that defensive intensity right back, leading the charge. Victor Wembanyama. He's got 5 blocks that he has been statted for tonight. Jalen Brunson pulling up on the 3, buried a 3. Oh, yeah, he landed right into Victor Wembanyama. That should have been an and one. Came down right, and Wemby's foot came down right in the landing zone of Brunson, and Brunson rolled his ankle for a brief moment. Good to see his back up on his feet right now. Brunson's pass kicked to the bounce off Wemby. Victor Wembanyama, 3 flagrant points. If he gets a flagrant 1, he's suspended for Game 6. If he gets a flagrant 2, he's suspended for the rest of the final. So that's why he has to be really careful right there. Right there. That was a no call by the refs. Inbound, Brunson off to Bridges. Into the hands to Brunson. 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Brunson takes on Fox, dribbles up at the edge of the key. Outside, finds Bridges, and Bridges goes down with it. No call with the refs. He gets tied up with his possession. And this is going to be a jump ball here between the Knicks and the Spurs. 2 on the timer for New York. Oh, wow. That's a completely missed call by the officials. Dylan Harper to hand to the eye of Mikal Bridges. An official was behind the play and did not call it. Wow, this game is starting to get out of hand right now with the officials. Last couple possessions. Jump ball won by the Knicks. Shavit, turnaround Jay, missed off the mark. Rebound, hauled by Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson playing with energy tonight on the floor. Landry Shamet yet to score. Nobody off the bench has been able to score tonight for the Knicks. Wemby. Bounce pass into the hands to Fox. At the wing, Fox dribbles up. Cross court connects with Harper. Harper tees up the 3. Harper buries the triple. 65-53. 12-point advantage for the Spurs. 21 zip. Bench points tonight for San Antonio. Brunson looking to get going. Attacks Wemby inside the key. Brunson tied up. We got this game turning into WWE. Jalen Brunson hits the deck, teed up between 2 defenders. Gets knocked down to the hard one, and this game starting to look like wrestling in the floor. Jalen Brunson clobbered by Wemby, then guarded by Vassell and Harper, and then ripped to the hardwood by Dylan Harper. So the referees called a tie-up. Wow, this is getting just out of hand here by these officials tonight. Tipped over to Robinson. Off the jump ball. Brunson has it again. Rips it away from the hands of Harper. Brunson. Clamped by Harper. Brunson, a turnaround jumper to elbow. Rainbow missed off the mark. Tipped off the glass. Batted away. Wemby goes down. Takes a shot for the face. And we get a loose ball fall here on the floor. Charge the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama takes a hand to the face. No call by the referees. This is absurd right now that the game is getting called like this. This is just out of control by the refs. This is outrageous. Victor Wembanyama takes a shot from the face by Robinson. Ooh, heavy elbow by Mitchell Robinson going down to the rebound on Wembanyama's face. No call with the referees. And Jalen Brunson gets clobbered right into the front of the scorer's table as the Spurs pick up the personal foul by Harper. This is getting out of control. Where's the flagrant one? Dylan Harper shoves Jalen Brunson right into the scorer's table. Where's the flagrant one on that? Got pushed from behind. They already called 2 flagrant ones in this game on push plays from behind. Brunson, inbound to the corner. Keldon Johnson picks up a foul 1 second off the inbounds. It's going to be bonus by now. Next time around, I'll be in a bonus. So that's now 4 fouls this quarter by San Antonio. Josh Hart, heading into this game, checks in. Wow, this is getting just out of hand. Mitchell Irvin, Scott Foster, the series extender, James Capers. Yeah, leave it up to Scott Foster for refereeing this game behind players and not out in front. Wembanyama came up with a deflection. Hart, shovel pass. Clarkson had it taken away by Wembanyama. Racing right back. OG to the cup. No good. Missed the layup. Tipped around. Rebound controlled by Castle. Up the floor finds Wemby. Into the hands of Johnson. Shovel pass underneath Harper. Met at the summit. Blocked by Hart. Not clean though. The referees rolled a shooting foul. 2 shots covered up with a free throw line here by Dylan Harper, and Josh Hart cannot believe the call. Wow. That was... Oh, we got the opposite. Yeah, he did get the opposite hands for Josh Hart. Harper had released it, and he got the opposite hand, so Dylan Harper will shoot 2 free throws. I actually do not, Jeffrey. Yeah, I'll probably see if I can make one for the channel in the offseason sometime. 2 shots here coming up at the free throw line for Dylan Harper. 18 points for him off the bench. Cat OG. And Hart combining for just 15 out of those 3 starters tonight. First free throw was missed by Harper. Second free throw he buries. So finally, a lengthy scoring drought comes to the close, 66-53. Jalen Brunson. Bounce pass at the wing. Bridges. Hart. Outside OG. Take it on Johnson. Step back 3. Anunoby missed off the bar. Castle controls the defensive rebound. Stephon Castle on the floor alongside Luke Cornett, Dylan Harper, Champagnie, and Johnson. No good left it short. Harper, rebound, putback, scores. Dylan Harper looking solid tonight. 9-zip run with the Spurs. Hand off to OG. So we're down to 3 minutes left to go in the quarter. Brunson taking on Harper. WWE style. Bumped into and fouled. Stuck in the midcourt logo. And Jalen Brunson will have 2 free throws coming up here at the line as they're in the bonus now. Man, this is as physical as it gets tonight. Holy smokes. Foul trouble looks like this. Cat with 4, and Anunoby with 3. On the other side, Spurs with 3 personal fouls by Castle, 2 each by Wemby, Champagnie, and Johnson. Yep, Scott Foster, the series extender. First free throw is good by Brunson, so yeah, of course the Spurs are going to win this game since he's refereeing in a Game 5. He's not even positioned properly sometimes in the floor. That call that he missed on Brunson on his three that he landed in the landing spot. Victor Wembanyama landed in the landing spot of Brunson. Scott Foster was behind Brunson on the call and couldn't see a single thing. That's like when I was a little league baseball umpire, like uh 15 years ago or so, getting my start. The first thing that we learned was to never be behind the play, like never be behind, um, like behind first base or so. Like you have to get out at an angle and see the field. Because if you're like directly behind the first baseman, you ain't gonna see anything. Like if you're working in a one-man crew or so, home plate umpire, just don't stand there behind home plate and be lazy and make a call all the way from 60 plus feet away. You gotta rush up the field, get that exercise, and move to the area the play that's happening, preferably towards the middle part of the diamond to make that call. Back to the free throw line. Goes to Spurs once again. Keldon Johnson, first free throw is good. Second shot missed short, tipped up to Champagny. Offensive rebound. Spurs have it back. Castle at the top finds Johnson. Up fake. Johnson, blow by speed, lobs it up over the top. Cornette denied at the rim. It is Ariel Hukporti who came away with a swat. Corner three. Jordan Clarkson, no good off the mark. Tipped around. Castle controls the defensive rebound. 14-point lead, 2.5 left to play in the third. Stephon Castle attacks the paint, stripped, and he got fouled. Two shots coming up at the line. It's on Hukporti, who picked up the personal. Man, Luke Cornette should have an easy, too. You get a role player like that, Ariel Hukporti, who's barely played in the finals, making an impact defensive statement like that. That's huge. Man, that is huge. Right before over the cylinder. That's a clean block by Hukporti. That's amazing. Like a front court depth like that, that's huge. First shot missed short by Castle. Stephon Castle tonight just did not show up ready to play this game. 2 points in 23 minutes, over 7 from the floor. Second free throw by Castle. And it's good. 3 points now for Castle tonight, 70-55. For a long time being, I had said like the first to 80 is going to win this game tonight because we were looking at that for a long time, like a 80-70 type score, but both teams starting to score more. 28 points in this third quarter specifically by the Spurs. Hukporti, top of the free throw circle. Outside goes to Hart. Josh Hart, 5 at the timer, elevates for the J, buries the 3. It's a 12-point game, a 70-58. Under 2 minutes left to go. 12-point lead right now by the Spurs. That 12-point deficit is nothing for the Knicks to overcome. Champagny, no good. Missed in and out. Tipped up. Wembanyama, offensive rebound. Wemby sends it to the wrong player. Intercepted by Brunson. Jalen Brunson up the floor. Zigzag attacks the paint. Inside the key, no good. Offensive rebound. Hauled in by Hukporti. Clarkson. Downhill to the cup, no good. Blocked from behind, out of bounds by Harper. Absolutely ferocious defense tonight. Just fierce by San Antonio. That is now 7 blocks as a team. Wemby has 5 of those blocks. Harper is first. Devin Vassell checks right back in for the Spurs. Yeah, this game has been insane. Inbound goes to McBride. Outside off the Hukporti. Hand off Brunson. Brunson takes the 3. Fouled from the perimeter. It is going to be 3 shots here coming up at the free throw line by Jalen Brunson. Bad personal foul charge to Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper, he has to be careful. Yep, go without a jump shot, got him from behind. And that was late. He was already up releasing the basketball. First free throw is good by Brunson. Dylan Harper now off the bench with 3 personal fouls. Castle has 3. Harper with all 3 fouls this quarter, by the way. Second free throw by Brunson. That is good. He's going to have a third coming up. Wow, we got 600 plus watching right now. You guys, the real legends, MVPs out here on the stream. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Casey, welcome in. Yes. Might talk a little bit differently, but based on my broadcast voice, this is what I got for today. All free throws good. Brunson's got 30, 14 in the quarter. Yeah, I said 35 plus point game at one point going into halftime. A runner's good by Fox. Big response there by Jared Fox. Thanks so much for the super chat, Dono. Audio on the stream. Thanks for getting that Dono there. Let's get that Dono hype for audio on the stream. Spurs have it right back. Harper attacks the paint to the corner. Baseline dribble. Fox finds Harper. Tees up the 3 left corner. No good off the mark. Tipped around. Robinson controls the defensive rebounds. Jalen Brunson, he's got 30 into the hands to Clarkson. Clarkson, runner inside the key, bounces in, good for 2. Cuts the deficit down to 9, and the Knicks will not go away. 25-2 bench points. That was the first bucket off the bench tonight, going to Jordan Clarkson for the Knicks. Fox, wide open 3, bricked off the back rim, rebound went to Robinson. They're still in this game, down by just 9 here currently. Ain't over till it's over tonight. Jalen Brunson, 2-second differential, shot clock and game clock to close out at the end of the quarter. Taking on Devin Vassell 101. Jalen Brunson and dribbles up, drives inside the key. Brunson over Wemby, rattled out. Tip in is good by Robinson. They cut it down to 7. Half-court shot at the horn. Wembanyama, no good. Left is short, and we close out at the end of the third quarter of action. 72-65. New York right in this game, down by just 7 right now, trying to see if they can make another comeback and win this series in 5 for their first championship in 53 years. San Antonio looking to force the Game 6 on Tuesday. What a game tonight. If you guys are doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. God still does miracles. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Hey, appreciate it, Casey. Glad to have you in the stream. Javan's welcome in. Yes, I'm hoping to cover some Caitlin Clark streams once we close out the finals. Yes, the Spurs are on their home floor tonight. So this is a game at San Antonio. There's a lot of Knicks fans in the crowd. Jalen Brunson, 30-burger. Right now at the end of the quarter. 10 for 21 shooting, 4 for 7 from 3, 6 for 7 at the free throw line, 30 points. 13 by Mikal Bridges. Everybody else single digits. Josh Hart with 9 and 7 for points and rebounds. Cat with some severe foul trouble. He's got 2 points tonight. Played just 15 minutes with 4 personal fouls. OG Anunoby, 4 personal fouls. Only 4 points off the bench, 2 each between Robinson and Clarkson. Big game off the bench with 25 for the Spurs. 21 of those points coming from Dylan Harper. 16 and 12 for points and rebounds by Wemby. He has 5 blocks. 14 points by Champagnie. Champagnie feeling it from threes. Made 4 threes tonight. Yes. Yeah, Knicks are clutch. Yeah, if you're just joining in, the Knicks have come back from 29 points in the last game, largest comeback in NBA Finals history. They've come back from 29 points, 14 points, and 12 points in 3 different games in this series. And their largest deficit tonight was down by 16 at one point in the previous quarter. Yeah, they're going over a graphic right now. Largest lead 29. It was 81-52. With 9.5 left to go in the third quarter of the previous game, and the Spurs blew it. Yeah, 16-point lead at one point tonight, being the largest. This game was, what, 70-55? 70-55 this game was, with 2:25 left to go in the third. It's a 10-2 run right now by the Knicks in the last 2.5 minutes of regulation. Yeah, I saw that. James Harden in some deep trouble right now, Jeffrey. Dylan Harper, fourth rookie with 20-plus points in consecutive NBA Finals games. We get back to action. It's only a 7-point game. Cats on top finds Alvarado. As they move it along the perimeter, Alvarado bobbles it, got it back off the dribble. Clarkson has to launch. He does. Tough shot from three, missed off the rim short. Huge rebound hauled by Josh Hart to maintain possession. Alvarado outside the Cat, drives on Wemby, inside the key. Cats kick out corner, and overshot Clarkson on the bounds. Turnover by the Knicks. Cat just not on the same page there with Jordan Clarkson. And a terrible foul. It should be in the backcourt, charged to Stephon Castle. He knocked out Alvarado. Yeah, that should be Castle's fourth. No, they're going to get it on Alvarado. My bad. So that's going to be on Alvarado with that personal foul. Jumper from the corner. It's buried by Keldon Johnson. 10-point lead right now for San Antonio. Keldon Johnson's got 7. Alvarado bursts the speed inside the key. Kick out corner. Bridges finds Hart. Hart takes the 3. Hart buries the triple. 75-68. Back to a 7-point game. Stephon Castle slows it down. He is on the floor alongside Wembanyama, Vassell, Fox, and Johnson. Vassell steps into a 3 off the back rim too long. Keldon Johnson offensive rebound. New 14 on the timer. Vassell again up fake. Vassell kick out corner. Watch out. Victor Wembanyama double clutch as he soars up and throws it down with authority. 9-point lead for the Spurs. 18 by Victor Wembanyama. Mikal Bridges. Top of the key. Slides it off to Hart. Hart take it on Johnson one-on-one. Fake the handoff to Clarkson. Gonna do it himself. 3 in the timer. Josh Hart still away from the hoop, and he lost it. Turnover. Poke loose in the backcourt. And the shot clock never reset here. Mike Brown talking to Scott Foster. Cannot believe the call. That was a turnover by Josh Hart. The Spurs had the basketball for a split second, and then the Knicks got the basketball right back, and it was ruled shot clock violation on the Knicks. Wow. Scott Foster not having the Knicks have their night tonight to close out this game in the series. That's why he's known as the extender. Top of the key, Castle. Castle needing something. Castle dribbles up. Over the top, finds Wemby. No good. Missed the alley backdoor. Wembanyama ticked off about that. He thought he was fouled going up on the one-hand slam. Hart, bounce pass outside into the hands of the Cat. Struggling game by Cat, gutted away. Struggling with the physicality right now. Hart into the hands of Bridges. 9.5 left to go. Elevating for the J. Shamet. Oh, he nails it. Landry Shamet rips down the 3. 9:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. San Antonio with possession. Castle. Thought about the step back. Made the extra pass. Vassell from distance. Devin Vassell reigns in the triple. 80-71. 9 minutes left to go in the fourth. Big time three right there by Devin Vassell. Right to the rim, no good. Missed the layup by Alvarado. Johnson, lob, underneath Castle. Goes up, got fouled. Few shots here coming up at the line. What a game. So, 2 free throws coming up here by Stephon Castle. Oh. So Castle is going to have 2 free throws coming up out of the break. Yeah, super dry outside. I actually get the window open for me right now. Just to have like a breeze come in the air currently. Kedrick, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, this is an incredible series. Absolutely incredible series. Gonna go to a timeout taken on the floor. Knicks are challenging this foul. And the Knicks are challenging this foul call. Right now on the floor, it's on Josh Hart. So initial call, Josh Hart shooting foul. 2 free throws coming up by Stephon Castle, but this is being looked at right now at the monitor on this challenge by the Knicks. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well. If there is a Game 6, I'll be back live on Tuesday night. Jalen Brunson tonight with 30. 13 by Bridges, Hart with 12, but nothing on the Cat. Just 2 points this entire game. And only 18 minutes with deep foul trouble by Cat. Anunoby with just 7. 21 points by Dylan Harper, having an excellent game for the rookie. Wembanyama double-double, 18 and 12 with 5 blocks. 14 by Champagnie, drilling 4 threes. Vassell's got 10. Stephon Castle struggling, yet to make a field goal, 0 for 7. He's got 3 points tonight, but right now holding on to a 9-point lead. A lot of people now going for Knicks in 6. Yeah, if there is a Game 6, it'll be taking place on Tuesday night. If for some reason there's a Game 7, I'm actually up in New Hampshire that day. I'm going to have to see if I can get like a hotspot from my local library if Game 6 is another Spurs win to make it Game 7. And then it depends on chance if I can get the channel up there, because it's like 60 miles away. It's like ABC is like one of the channels that I do get. Sometimes the reception doesn't come in that well up there because there's no Wi-Fi up there, so I have to get like a hotspot. Yeah, we only get like 4 TV channels up in New Hampshire. Everything's all blocked by mountains, but whenever it downpours, it's very tough to get TV stations up there. 2 shots of the free throw line by Stephon Castle. First one, no good, missed off the mark. He is well off tonight. Hey, appreciate it, Joyce. Castle with one more free throw. A big confidence booster for him. If he nails it, he does. So up to now 4 points for Castle. 10-point lead for San Antonio, 81-71. So we are down to 8:40 left to go in this fourth quarter. Jalen Brunson swings it cross court, finds Shamet. Shamet attacks inside the paint. Shamet to the rim, scores off the glass, got the layup. That is a tough bucket right there by Landry Shamet. Harper accelerating to the cup. Harper, ring around the rosy, scores the layup. Big time response there by the rookie, Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper, 23 points tonight. Big time for him. Cat at the top of the key, takes on Wemby, into the hands to Brunson. Brunson dribbles up inside the key, kick out, corner, three, Shamet off the back rim, no good. Rebound secure by Harper. Man, Dylan Harper looking really good tonight. Harper crossing the timeline. Under 8 minutes left to go. And away from the play, we have a foul charge to the Knicks here. And Landry Shamet now being attended to. It's the whistle blew. It's going to be on Landry Shamet. Personal take foul for him. Yeah, he went in, he scored a layup, fell down awkwardly right next to the stanchion. Oh, yeah, he slipped on his left ankle, and then his knee buckled. Landry Shamet's heading to the locker room right now. He is limping. Landry Shamet had a personal take fall because he struggled to put weight on his, on one of his knees. Brunson, rainbow three, leaning into contact. Will shoot 3 shots coming up at the free throw line. Yeah, Landry Shamet right now is heading to the locker room. He is hobbling. So Brunson's going to have 3 free throws coming up here at the line. Six for 7 tonight. He's got 30 points. First free throw, Brunson. Bounced off the rim, no good. Four timeouts remaining for the Spurs, 3 by the Knicks. Second free throw, Brunson, right down the middle. If there is a game 6, that would take place on Tuesday night. 8:30 p.m., same exact time. Third free throw is good. Goes 2 for 3. That trip at the free throw line by Brunson. 8-point game. Stephon Castle was the one who picked up the foul. He's up to now 4 personal fouls. Castle with possession. Castle yet to score a field goal. 0 for 7. Champagny into the hands to Wemby. Wemby at the elbow takes on Cats 1-on-1. Wemby, a pull-up jumper. Poor decision here on a 15-foot jet. He bricked it off the mark. Anunoby controls the defensive rebound. Knicks with plenty of time still to win this game. Brunson attacks the paint. Left-hand layup goes down. Up and off the backboard. Good for 2. It's a 2-possession game. 83-77. Timeout on the floor. Taken by the Spurs. Jalen Brunson, absolutely him. Looking to close it out and be the NBA Finals MVP for this magical Game 5 tonight. Jalen Brunson ain't done. This game still ain't done. The New York Knicks are down by just 2 possessions with plenty of time to make a comeback. 7:14 left to go. The Knicks with a legit shot to close it out in 5 by the play of Jalen Brunson. 34 points on 50% shooting, 11 for 22 from the floor. He is determined to get this series done and over with tonight and try to prove Scott Foster, the series extender, wrong. What a game. If you're just joining in, San Antonio led as many by 16. They have blown 29-point leads, a 14-point lead, and a 12-point lead in this series. They could have swept them by now, 4-0, if it wasn't for those 3 blown leads. Yeah, if Brunson gets other guys to step up, it is on. Jalen Brunson's been a one-man show. 34 for him in 34 minutes. Bridges with 13, Hart with 12. That's a terrible decision by Victor Wembanyama. 15-foot pull-up jumper early on in the shot clock. That's a poor decision to make. And now the pressure is on for San Antonio. You cannot be making those bad decisions at this juncture of the game. And a closeout game for your opponents, just cracking under pressure right now. Those decisions, poor shot selections, a 15-foot J pull-up, that cannot be made. It has been points in the paint that's helped them out all throughout the course of the night. 34-22 points in the paint. Both teams haven't shot it that well from 3. Knicks started off extremely well from 3, but both teams around 34-35%, kind of middle of the pack. Yeah, the start of this third quarter was horrific by the refs. Terrible calls all over the place. Bad positioning with Scott Foster. Scott Foster with no calls because he couldn't get into the right position to call it. Just terrible. Finally, this game has started to settle down because there was a point at the start of this quarter where it was, I didn't even realize the sport of basketball anymore. It looked like a wrestling match going on. Players were getting clobbered left and right and pushed and shoved, and there was no calls for like a couple minutes at one point early in the quarter. This is why it's so concerning for the Spurs to win this game. 57% in the first quarter, 41% shooting in the second quarter, 38% in the third, and now in the fourth quarter, all of a sudden, they've dropped off to 34% shooting and up by just 6. Castle, who is yet to score tonight, top of the key, takes on Josh Hart. Castle on the floor alongside Wemby, Harper, Champagnie, and Vassell. Jumper no good. Missed off the mark by San Antonio. And a loose ball follow. Charge to Wembanyama on the offensive glass. It's going right back over to the Knicks. New York Knicks with all the momentum. 6:50 left to go. As Wembanyama, Karl-Anthony Towns, a lot of pushing and shoving underneath. And Wemby got called into over the back. Knicks have possession. Cat with 4 falls, OG with 4 falls, Josh Hart playing with 3, Wembanyama just picked up his 3rd. Castle leads the team with 4 personal fouls. Jalen Brunson scoring a point a minute with 34 tonight, taking on Wemby at the wing of the perimeter. Brunson 1-on-1, 6 in the shot clock, takes out Wemby inside the key, gets past Wemby, right to the hole. Jalen Brunson, Captain Clutch. Does this look familiar? Scores the 2. 6:20 left to go. 36 points in 35 minutes tonight for Jalen Brunson. Fox at the top, sends it outside Champagnie. He has drilled 4 threes and got stripped of the basketball. Oh, he lost it. It's a big U. Brunson comes up with a steal. Hitting the deck, scrapping for the loose ball for Jalen Brunson. Here goes the New York Knicks. Midway through the fourth quarter, Jalen Brunson swings it outside into the hands of Hart. Brunson, outside goes the Cat. Just 2 points tonight, looking for 5. Pops up with a 3 off the back rim, no good. Rebound, hauled by Wembanyama. Spurs by 4 with the basketball right back. Past the timeline, they're slowing it down. Exactly what they did that cost them the game in Game 4 on Wednesday. They are slowing down tempo, allowing the defense to get set. Fox into the hands to Wemby. Offensive foul called on Wembanyama. Josh Hart taken down. Wembanyama, 2 consecutive personal fouls in a 1-minute span. Victor Wembanyama lowers the boom of Josh Hart. And this may be looked at the monitor. Huge offensive foul charge to Victor Wembanyama. Spurs take the timeout. Spurs are challenging this offensive foul on Wemby. As we have a timeout taken on the floor with 5:30 left to go. That's now 4 personal fouls on Wemby. Huge call coming up. If you guys are doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be live for future live streams. And I will be back live on Tuesday, as we will be having on Tuesday night either game number 6 or it's going to be a Caitlin Clark WNBA stream. So either way, I'll be back live on Tuesday for either Game 6 or Caitlin Clark WNBA. Whatever happens for the rest of this game will determine if there's a Game 6. New York Knicks with all the momentum. 14-11 start in the fourth quarter. Jalen Brunson scoring a point a minute. Jalen Brunson, 36 points in 35 minutes tonight. This play is under review. Victor Wembanyama, offensive foul. Josh Hart trying to come around the screen. This is being challenged right now by the Spurs at the monitor, and the Spurs are going to win this challenge, so Victor Wembanyama has that foul taken away. That's the second time that Wemby has had a foul taken away. Good thing for challenges in the NBA. Good thing for challenges now in the NBA. Both teams are out of challenges. So Mitch Johnson uses his challenges in this game to take away 2 fouls called on Wembanyama. So instead of 5 fouls, he has 3. So call gets overturned. Cats. Wow, so Cat's going to be the one who gets called in the foul. So Cat just picked up his 5th. So Cat just picked up his 5th instead of Wembanyama there. Wemby, handoff, Fox, turns the corner, jumper, mid-range, no good, rattled out. Long ball, rebound, controlled by Brunson. Brunson sprinting up the floor, one man to beat. It is Champagnie, right over Champagnie, couldn't get it to drop, but he got fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Jalen Brunson. Julian Champagnie picks up the personal foul, and Jalen Brunson a chance to put his team winning 2. For the NBA Finals MVP favorite by a landslide right here, right now, the course of this game. 5:18 left to go in the fourth. Jalen Brunson, 2 clutch free throws. 518, the New York zip code, and the first free throw is good. As the 518 area code. Capital Region, Albany, Saratoga, Troy, Schenectady, Lake Placid, Plattsburgh. Second free throw is good. Jalen Brunson on a heater. 8-zip run on the Knicks in the last 3+ minutes. Cutting the deficit down to 2. Ball got poked loose in the backcourt by Robinson. Rolled out of bounds, and it went off of Robinson. It's going to stay Spurs ball with 5:09 remaining. Inbound goes to Fox. De'Aaron Fox. breaking up too many shots. Fox, a lot of dribbling. Fox jumper, 18-footer. Fox, another brick, left is short off the rim. Loose ball, rebound, hauled in by Anunoby. And the defense here for the Knicks. Knicks here with a chance to take the lead, or tied up with a 2. Brunson, right to the rim, scores, up and off the backboard. It's a tie game. 83-83. 10-zip run in the last 3 minutes and 45 seconds for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson, NBA Finals MVP, after the end of this game tonight. 4.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Harper, jumper, off the back rim, no good. Tipped up, and the rebound controlled by Hart. And a loose ball foul, though, charged to the Knicks, so this will stay Spurs possession. It's on Anunoby, picks up the loose ball foul. 29-point blown lead last game, a 14-point blown lead game 1, 12-point blown lead game 2, tonight a 16-point blown lead. The experience in the captain clutch of Jalen Brunson just built difference. San Antonio, baseline dribble. Fox finds Harper on top. Vassell dribbles up to the elbow, rises for the jumper, got it. It is good on a 2 by Devin Vassell. 85-83. Approaching the 4-minute mark left to go. Tonight, it's been all Jalen Brunson. He has got 40. Jalen Brunson backing his way into Harper. Takes him to the elbow. Brunson, 4 minutes left to go. Backs his way inside the mid-block of the key. Turnaround jumper. Brunson, no good off the mark. Bobble by Vassell. Oh! Devin Vassell! That's a big U! Battling for the rebound, and he stepped out of bounds on what should have been a clear defensive rebound. Jalen Brunson underneath the hoop, the inbound passer, sends it off to Hart in the corner. Into the hands of Robinson, handoff Brunson, 40 points tonight by Jalen Brunson. Bridges, handoff Brunson, all himself, 3 in the shot clock. Brunson, step back, puts up the shot, rattled out, no good, fouled. 3 free throws coming up in the line by Jalen Brunson to take the lead for the New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson up fake, drawing the contact on Devin Vassell. The New York Knicks have led for just 2% of the game tonight. A chance here to lead it once again with 3:40 remaining. 3 shots by Brunson. The first one, good. The San Antonio Spurs have scored 13 points in the fourth quarter. Brick, 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 brick in the fourth quarter. De'Aaron Fox, same box score as game 1. Second free throw, good. 7 points by Fox on 3 for 13 shooting. Third free throw for the lead by Brunson. Good. 86-85. 1 point lead, 3:40 left to go in the fourth by the Knicks. Does this look familiar? Dylan Harper yelling at his team to get set here. Spurs are unraveling into the hands of Wembanyama. Young, inexperienced team. In the clutch time moments, can they come up clutch? No, they cannot. De'Aaron Fox, brick. Rebound hauled in by the Knicks. 3:15 left to go. Fox, 3 for 14 from the floor. And we get a timeout here taken on the court by New York. They're down to 2 timeouts remaining. $50 million for De'Aaron Fox on a 4-year extension starting next season. Who is going to want to pick up Fox? This series really makes it difficult for any team out there to even want to bother to pick up De'Aaron Fox in the offseason. Man, De'Aaron Fox tonight in this Game 5 looking like a Game 7 James Harden. Bricks all over the map. And Jalen Brunson by far been the best player on the floor. 43 points in 38 minutes by Jalen Brunson for the NBA Finals MVP. And De'Aaron Fox, 7 points in 34 minutes, 11 bricks, 3 for 14 shooting, 1 for 7 from 3. Just the inexperience of the San Antonio Spurs. Get so many promising young up-and-coming players. And you got a veteran presence with De'Aaron Fox and is shooting them out of the game. Like, that cannot be happening. De'Aaron Fox handing over the championship to Mike Brown and the New York Knicks. And De'Aaron Fox was a big reason why he got Mike Brown out in the first place out of Sacramento. Because Fox wanted out of there. Jalen Brunson just got called in an offensive foul, pushing off on Castle. 3:10 left to go. Spurs have the basketball back. Castle slides it on top to Vassell, into the hands to Castle. Something is completely off with Stephon Castle tonight as he attacks the paint again. No good. That's well off the mark. Rebound hauled by Bridges. Knicks with possession. Brunson past midcourt. Jalen Brunson into the hands to Josh Hart. He slows it down. Jalen Brunson, 14 on the shot clock, 2:50 left to go on the game clock. Torres left off the dribble, gets the way into the hands to Cat. Cat working his way on Harper, 101, 5 of the shot clock. Cat dribbles up, Cat fall away, tough shot, no good off the back rim, offensive rebound, no good. Couldn't get the put back by Josh Hart. Rebound went back to the Spurs. So many chances here for San Antonio, and they couldn't get that shot off by Harper. They get the basketball back. Wemby, out fake, Wemby, dribbles, drives, sends it off to Harper. 10 in the shot clock, accelerates inside the paint. Harper blew the layup. They are out of gas. Rebound goes to the Knicks. 13 points in this entire fourth quarter by San Antonio as they have completely run off the gas pedal. Here goes Anunoby going up in a slam dunk. And OG gets credited with a bucket. Goaltend violation through the cylinder by San Antonio, charged to the back end of the play there. So that is a goaltend violation charged to Devin Vassell. 3-point lead for the Knicks in the 15-2 run in the last 6.5 minutes. Wemby inside the key. Wemby stuck working on Cat. Wemby bumped and fouled by Cat here. And the clock will stop with 1:53 remaining. And Karl-Anthony Towns has just fouled out. That is his 6th personal foul. So he is done for the remaining part of the game, and the Knicks are without any more challenges. Cat just fouled out tonight. 6 fouls on 2 points in 21 minutes. And Wembanyama is at the free throw line shooting 2 in the bonus. 1:53 remaining. Remember last time what happened at this exactly same part of the game of the previous game. 2 misses at the line by Wemby. Pressure free throws. First one is up. First one, brick. No good off the rim by Wembanyama. Again, another missed critical free throw in the clutch. Victor Wembanyama, second free throw coming up here in the clutch. Missed 2 free throws with 1:47 remaining in Game 4. Just missed his first out of 2 with 1:53 in Game 5. In a closeout game by his opponent. Second free throw. Wemby got it. 2-point game, 1:53 remaining. Knicks with possession. Jalen Brunson past the timeline. Defended by Stephon Castle, 1-on-1. Brunson slows it down to his pace. Switched, guarded by Vassell on the outside. 8 on the shot clock. Brunson, 1:35 left to go. Brunson at the wing of the perimeter. Brunson dribbles up. Brunson, step back jumper. Rainbow hit the top of the backboard. Battle for the rebound. Couldn't come down with it. Shot clock went down to 0. Shot clock violation charged to New York. San Antonio will have possession with 1:29 left to go in the fourth quarter. Stephon Castle in the backcourt, the inbound passer. Sends it off to Harper on the floor alongside Fox, Vassell, and Wembanyama. Pass midcourt with Dylan Harper. Minute 22 left to go. Dylan Harper, top of the key, accelerating downhill inside the paint for Harper. Spin cycle jumper for the tie. Got it! Dylan Harper buries the two. 88-88, the rookie saving the Spurs tonight. 1:10 left to go. Brunson on the floor alongside OG, Robinson, and also Hart and Bridges. Runners good by Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson, big time tonight in the bright lights. A 45-point night on a Jalen Brunson. Wemby inside the key. Diverts out to Fox. Corner three, Fox. He bricked it off the back rim. No good. Missed by Fox. Rebound secure by the Knicks. Jalen Brunson. 45 seconds left to go. Take it on De'Aaron Fox here for the dagger. Can Brunson do it? Brunson dribbles, drives right down the lane. Kick out to the wing. Hart with a three. Hart no good. Tipped off the glass. Rebound goes to Harper. 30 seconds left to go. Spurs by two. Harper to the rim. Harper. Oh, he bricked the layup. Dylan Harper. A big U. In San Antonio has to give a foul with 26.1 seconds left to go. Dylan Harper, wide open layup. Big ew, bricked it. Stand up, New York. 53 years in the making, right here, right now. The New York Knicks, 26 seconds away from picking up their first ever NBA championship since 1973. Josh Hart, 2 free throws. First free throw by Hart. It is good, right down the middle. De'Aaron Fox going to be playing basketball next year in China. De'Aaron Fox, critical bricks down the stretch. 7 points, 3 for 15 from the floor, 1 for 8 from 3. Josh Hart, chance to go up by 4. Free throw number 2. No good off the back rim, battle for the rebound. Huge offensive rebound by Robinson. And they give a foul with 21.6 seconds left to go. Can you feel it, New York? Do you believe in miracles? 46 years ago, New York State hosted the 1980 Olympics up in Lake Placid. Do you believe in miracles with Team USA winning the gold medal? That was 7 years after the New York Knicks won their previous championship. And it was 10 years after the first championship for the New York Knicks. Splitting the free throws by Anunoby at the line. A rebound went to Vassell, and the Spurs burn a timeout. 4-point game with 20 seconds left to go. The New York Knicks on a gigantic run in the last 8+ minutes. 27-16, a fourth quarter box score in favor of the Knicks. What a game. What a playoffs. What a series. Knicks are 20 seconds away. I'll be back live on Tuesday. Caitlin Clark, WNBA on Tuesday night, barring a miracle by San Antonio somehow. But right now, the Knicks looking like they're going to close it out in 5. Jalen Brunson, absolutely him. In a finals closeout game, it goes completely off. For Jalen Brunson, he has 45 tonight. 45 points by Brunson. Just insane. Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever against Toronto Tempo, 7 p.m. on Tuesday night. I'll be live for the first ever WNBA stream this season on my channel. Make sure to join back in on Tuesday night. 20 seconds left to go. Far side front court. San Antonio, Stephon Castle will be the inbound passer. Man, tough game for Castle tonight. Just did not look like himself. He's definitely dealing with something. Like, he couldn't even go into any jump shots tonight. Everything was inside the paint. And he was missing shots all over the place. Just 4 points in 32 minutes, 0 for 9 from the floor. Inbound goes to Wembanyama. Wemby pulls up from 3, 28-footer off the mark, no good. Huge putback slam by Stephon Castle. Holy smokes. Stephon Castle with authority off a major putback jam. That is how he scores his 6th point of the night by Stephon Castle off a humongous putback slam. It ain't over till it's over. And right now we got 16.3 seconds remaining. Holy smokes. The New York Knicks are going to have to outlast the series extender. In the final 16 seconds left, Stephon Castle, a humongous putback slam, just had a timeout taken on the court by the Knicks. So one timeout by both sides here. That is insane. Just an insane putback slam. Wembanyama missed the 3 and Castle, right place, right time, followed it up with a major putback jam. That is his first made field goal of the night. And it happens with 16.3 seconds left. Eagle with a dono. Let's get that dono hype for Siegel on the stream. You the legend, brother, with a dono. Good option here to inbound. 84% free throw shooter with Jalen Brunson. In the playoffs, 45 points tonight by Brunson. OG is 87% at the line. Cat followed out. Mikal Bridges is 95.7% these playoffs at the free throw line. They got knockdown free throw shooters. Just going to make sure that Mitchell Robinson's not on the floor, and he is not right now. Shamit is one of the players as he is in the backcourt trying to get to the front court. Inbound goes to Brunson. Brunson, 14 seconds left to go. Brunson circles his way around, trying to play keep away. Brunson, oh, he got it stripped. Loose ball. Bridges came away with it, and Bridges got fouled. Wow. Jalen Brunson completely got clobbered at midcourt. No call with the referees. In right place, right time with Mikal Bridges as the ball landed up in his hand, saved it. And he will have 2 free throws here at the line. Video Game Star, thanks so much for the super chat. Appreciate it. First free throw, Bridges. No good. A 95% free throw shooter in the playoffs just missed the first free throw out of 2 in the bonus. .8 seconds left to go. One more free throw here by Bridges. Second shot. Got it. It is good. 93-90. San Antonio. Chance to force overtime with a made 3. 8.8 seconds left to go. Spurs take the timeout. They're out of timeouts. This possession for the season for San Antonio. Knicks with 1 timeout remaining. Spurs with no timeouts. Both teams over the limit for fouls. Both teams out of challenges. Tonight, hot hands from the perimeter. Julian Champagnie, 4 for 8 from 3-point range. Dylan Harper, 2 for 4 from 3. Keldon Johnson, 2 for 3 from 3. Devin Vassell, 2 for 5 from 3. Where this ball cannot go to is De'Aaron Fox. He is 1 for 8 from the perimeter tonight. Wemby is 1 for 5 from 3. Stephon Castle, 0 for 3 tonight from 3. Everybody knows that this is going to go into the best player's hands. June and July with a dono. You the legend, brother. Let's get that dono hype for June and July. 8.8 seconds left to go. This is going to have to... Everybody knows that it's going to most likely go into the hands of Wembanyama. Champagnie, though, if you're looking by the numbers, Champagnie needs to be in on the floor and needs to have a shot. He's shooting 50% from 3. Most likely, this is going to be the last shot do or die moment right now to force overtime and have a shot to send it into a game 6 or crumble and have the Knicks win their first ever NBA championship in 53 years. It's going to go into the hands of Wembanyama. 8.8 seconds left to go. What cannot happen is that this ball goes into the hands of De'Aaron Fox and he's dribbling circles around and then he tosses up a contested jumper and bricks it. That's what cannot happen. 8.8 seconds remaining. Stephon Castle, near side front court, the inbound passer on the floor alongside Wemby, Vassell, Harper, and Fox. So the best three-point shooter in the game isn't even in the game right now for the Spurs with Julian Champagnie. He's on the bench. Castle, the inbound passer, looking for an open player. They're out of timeouts. Gives it off to Harper. Harper fouled by Shamet with 8.6. So the Knicks give the foul because this is going to be 2 free throws at the line. So the Knicks give the foul up by 3. And Dylan Harper is forced to shoot 2 free throws. So Dylan Harper will shoot 2 free throws here at the line with 8.5 left to go. First shot, no good. Bricked off the back rim by Harper. And now it's decision time for the Spurs. You get the tallest player to NBA. Do you purposely miss this free throw and they kick it back out for a 3? That's what I imagine that you would do right here to get the 2 bigs in on the floor together. Wembanyama and Luke Kordat both in together on this possession. Dylan Harper will have to purposely miss this free throw. Harper, 8.5 seconds. Puts it up, no good. Around the rim and out. Rebound goes to Anunoby. Knicks heading back to the free throw line with OG. 7.7 seconds left to go. The New York Knicks inching closer to their 3rd ever championship as a franchise. It would mark their first one since a 53-year span. 2 free throws by OG. An 87% free throw shooter in the playoffs. First one, no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Nobody wants to put away this game. Landry Shamet, Mikal Bridges both check in as Huck Porty takes a seat on the bench. Anunoby tonight, 3 for 5 at the free throw line. Second free throw by OG. One to put his team up by 2 possessions. The free throw by OG. It is up. It is through. 4-point lead. 2 possession lead for the Knicks. Final seconds left to go. Spurs up the floor. Fox. Wemby takes the 3. No good. It is over. The New York Knicks win the 2026 NBA Finals. Their first championship in 53 years since 1973. Their 3rd championship as a franchise in franchise history. Congratulations to the New York Knicks as they win the chip in 5. 94-90 the final score. 4-1 series victory. All 4 victories by double-digit come from behind wins, and tonight they came from 16 down on the back of Captain Clutch, Jalen Brunson, 45 points in the closeout Game 5 for the New York Knicks. What a playoffs, what a series. Jalen Brunson, a magnificent game tonight. 45 points in 41 minutes, 14 for 27 from the floor. 4 made threes, 13 for 15 at the free throw line. Big time in the bright lights in the NBA Finals for Jalen Brunson. A 53-year wait for the New York Knicks finally coming out to a close. The first ever NBA championship since 1973. This Knicks team just built different. Jalen Brunson, absolutely him. He scored 45 out of 94 points. They scored just 13 points in the first quarter and still ended up winning this game. 48% of the points, almost half, were scored by Jalen Brunson, who is now the runaway NBA Finals MVP. Jalen Brunson should be getting that NBA Finals MVP trophy tonight. Dylan Harper played out of his mind tonight. 25 points for Harper. Victor Wembanyama double-double, 19 and 14. An incredibly bright future for the San Antonio Spurs. Putting together one of the youngest starting lineups in NBA Finals history. But what it came down to, costly missed shots again tonight. De'Aaron Fox, a lot of decisions have to be made in the offseason. Brick after brick after brick. And I do not mean by hard-working brick after brick after brick. I mean the bricks that you toss up off the rim. They were all over the map tonight by him. 3 for 15 shooting, 7 points in 37 minutes on 1 for 8 from 3. In a game that their team needed to win to force a Game 6. Stephon Castle tonight, just 6 points in 32 minutes on 1 for 10 shooting. Tough game by him tonight. And I am stunned by the coaching decision of Mitch Johnson. You have a chance. The Knicks made the right decision by following up by 3. But Mitch Johnson did not have Julian Champagnie, the best three-point shooter on the floor, with 10 seconds left to go when you needed a 3 to tie the game up. At that time, it was 93-90. And he was not on the floor. Like, there's been so many poor decisions made by Mitch Johnson throughout the course of this series. And keeping Fox in the game for a grand total of 37 minutes, that was one of the poor decisions tonight. Brunson scored 45. The rest of the team tonight scored 49. I'll be back in on Tuesday. Coming up, Caitlin Clark, Indiana Fever against Toronto Tempo. Feel free to join in for my next stream. So, quick turnaround for me. I'll be back live on Tuesday night. And even though the NBA Finals wrapped up tonight, feel free to keep on coming back throughout the course of the offseason. I plan on covering Caitlin Clark WNBA streams throughout the course of the offseason. So keep on coming back, being a part here on the channel and supporting out in the offseason. What a series. Just an incredible series between these two teams tonight. The New York Knicks had 0 points in the paint in the first quarter. They had just 6 points in the paint at halftime. And they ended up being just minus 8 points in the paint tonight, 38-30 in this game. San Antonio had a 16-point lead. Jay Ramirez with a dono. Let's get that dono hype for Jay Ramirez. Really appreciate it, brother. You're the legend, man. Feels so weird that this series is done in 5. Because this finals with a 5-game series was incredible. There were no blowouts. This was not like Celtics Mavs from 2 years ago, where the Celtics just completely manhandled the Mavs. With the number 1 through 8 guys throughout the lineup, the Celtics were just incredibly deep. This New York Knicks team, they could have got swept, honestly, in this series. But just Jalen Brunson, this New York Knicks team just built different. Comeback kids, clutch, left and right all over the map. And they completed 4 double-digit comebacks, including the largest comeback in NBA Finals history in the previous game with 29. Tonight, a 16-point comeback. Game 1 was a 14-point comeback, and then Game 2 was a 12-point comeback. Jalen Brunson proving all the doubters wrong tonight. On the biggest stage, winning the 2026 NBA Finals. Just incredible. Just incredible. Man, Jalen Brunson puts up 45 points. Just this man just built different in the clutch. Yeah, sorry to hear. So sorry about that, Jeffrey. No problem, man. Yeah, so hoping to cover Caitlin Clark, WNBA throughout the course of the offseason. Feel free to come on back for that. I'll see if I can cover the draft. That's on the 23rd. Um, so I'm not sure just yet. I have to take a look at my schedule. But yeah, I'll still be live throughout the course of the offseason covering the draft or covering Caitlin Clark WNBA. I'm probably not going to stream any of the World Cup games because I mean, I'm not like huge into soccer. I've covered college soccer before, but all the sports that I do, that's probably like the least favorite for me or so because I like scoring. So, and then if I did cover that, I mean, I'd have people just go on the streams and then just come back once. That's it. Where I'm not really like retaining an audience for that. Yeah, incredible for what Mike Brown did. Just amazing. Just making all the right adjustments from Mike Brown throughout the course of the series and completely coach circles around Mitch Johnson in this series. Yeah, thanks so much for joining in. She wears many hats in the stream. Glad to have you all in, being a part here on the channel. Eddie, thanks so much. Just a great, incredible. Probably not World Cup for me. I'm not like huge into soccer. Hey, there we go. Appreciate it, Andres. Yeah, one of my good friends predicted the Knicks like 10 months ago to win the championship. And he's good friends with Tyler Kolek, so Tyler Kolek gets a ring. Yeah, Tyler Kolek lives like a half an hour away from me. Um, his father, so the college that I broadcast for their sports, his father played back in I think like the late '80s, early '90s for college basketball at UMass Dartmouth, and they went to like the Final Four like back in like the late '80s, early '90s, a couple of times. Probably not the college baseball championship for me. So I'm probably not going to stream that much on weekends throughout the course of the summer because my my girlfriend wraps up tutoring tomorrow, so we're supposed to see each other a lot more throughout the course of the summer. We haven't been able to see each other that much for like the last couple months because I've been super busy on the weekends. She is super busy on the weekends as well. Um, Basically, I'm working 7 days a week, but my college broadcasting schedule wrapped up last week with the sports stuff that I did. So it basically opens up my weekends from like starting next week all the way through like late August to be able to go out and go places or so and enjoy more outside time than to be inside. Deagle with another dono. You the legend, brother, with a dono. Big shout out to assist.com for hitting me up on the shorts all throughout the course of the series, all throughout the course of the playoffs and the season. Absolute real legends here out on the channel. Ahmed, thanks for joining in from Alberta. Congratulations for the New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson, runaway NBA Finals MVP. Wow, Game 4 had 21 million viewers. Most watched NBA Finals since 1998. Yep, New York, biggest city in the U.S. in the finals. And then Victor Wembanyama going up against in the finals. And this was one heck of a series. Yeah, much better than if it was Knicks against Thunder. Like, I would only imagine the chat if it was Knicks against Thunder with all the foul calls and stuff, what it would be like. Knicks got their trophy. They're on the podium right now, and they are in the process of announcing the NBA Finals MVP right now with Adam Silver. It is crazy. We were looking at a long time that this game was going into a game 6 tonight, and the New York Knicks just kept on reminding us that they ain't done. Jalen Brunson, the grit, the determination, the will to get his team right back into this game and win it all. Just incredible. That finals trophy being raised up right now for the New York Knicks. Every player down the lineup. Jalen Brunson, 45 points tonight. Mikal Bridges finished with 14. Double-double Josh Hart. The heart and soul of his team, 13 and 11 for points and rebounds, a plus 13 on the floor for Josh Hart. OG Anunoby finished with 11. Got that game-winning tip-in the previous game. Cat had a solid first 2 games in the series, locking up Wembanyama. Landry Shamet key off the bench in the previous series against the Cavs, but also in the first 2 games out of this series, a big X factor off the bench. Jose Alvarado, guys right down the lineup that can play ball. Mitchell Robinson, Jordan Clarkson, big ups for the Philippines. Jordan Clarkson representing the Philippines. Absolute basketball legend now in the Philippines for Jordan Clarkson, gets a ring. Jeremy Sohan, former Spurs player, gets a ring with the Knicks. Ariel Hukporti came and played 2 minutes tonight off the bench. Miles McBride, he was huge in that closeout game, drilling threes against the Sixers in the second round. Pacome Daddier, he had a big-time moment off the bench in the last series against Cleveland with a monster slam. Mohamed Diawara, another energy guy as well. Tyler Kolek, my man, lives like 30 minutes away from where I am, grew up, out in Cumberland, Rhode Island. One of my good friends runs a basketball clinic with a basketball shootout clinic, and Tyler Kolek for many years used to participate in that shootout clinic. Inducted into the Hall of Fame of the Heron Shootout Classic. One of the very few members to be inducted into that Hall of Fame, and then played college hoops at Marquette. Was like the top player in playmaking and an assist leader a couple of years ago at Marquette, and gets drafted by the Knicks, plays in the NBA. He wins a ring. Jalen Brunson, 45 points, tied for the most points in a clinching finals win game on the road, right alongside Michael Jordan in a closeout game for the most points scored on the road. Cold-blooded tonight by Jalen Brunson, your 2026 NBA Finals MVP. What a series. The New York Knicks proved to the world that they might have not been the better team throughout the large percentage of these games when they were played throughout, like the time duration, but they were the better team in 4 out of the 5 games when the game went final. And that's all that matters, is that the score at the end of the game on the scoreboard. Tonight, the New York Knicks trailed for 84% of the game. That was nothing new. I'm going to go back to these game logs and see what they trailed throughout these games. By like every game. I am interested to see what they trail by for the percentage. Tonight was 84% they trail by. They were down 56% in game one, the one that they came back from 14 down to 1. Game two, they were up in half of it, 50% even in game two. That was the one that Wemby bricked the shot at the buzzer. Game three, they had lost. Game four, the 29-point comeback, they were down 97% of the time. That's insane. Tonight, they were down 84%. That's crazy. Trailing 97%, 84% the previous two games. And they win back-to-back games. And win the series in 5. Just incredible. Player with the Knicks now won the finals last year with the Thunder. Well, Hardenstein is on that Thunder team. So he won the championship last year. He was a former Knick. Oh, Dylan Jones. Yeah, I'm just looking at the players in the box score, too. There's other players on the... So I should get to the depth chart roster, because I think there's other players that's listed on the depth chart roster. Because that's what they had for the playoffs. I think they have a bigger roster. Yeah, they got more players that were available for the series, but are listed on the roster. Trey Jameson, Dylan Jones, Kevin McCullough. So they had three guys that weren't listed on the box score. For those three guys that win the ring. Mike Brown winning a championship. Yeah, this is first ever title as a head coach. So Mike Brown had won the 4 championship rings, but none as a head coach. He had won one with the Spurs in 03. And then as an assistant, 17, 18, and 22. Each with Golden State as an assistant behind Steve Kerr. And he had played on San Antonio in 03, so he just won a championship against his former team in the building of where he used to play games at home. And also, you go back to 1999 when the Knicks lost in 5 against the Spurs. 27 years later, the Knicks win in 5 against the Spurs. Just a full circle moment for Mike Brown and the New York Knicks tonight. Rick Brunson, Jalen Brunson. If Rick Brunson's not the assistant at New York, then Jalen Brunson goes elsewhere and joins his father and walks away from Dallas in free agency like he did from like 4 years ago. And that completely changes the landscape of who wins the championship this year if that did happen. Man, just incredible for these New York Knicks. 53 years in the making for New York. I can only imagine what Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, NYC is tonight. That must be insane. Gonna be insane tonight. Thanks so much, all, for joining in, being a part here throughout the course of these streams, throughout the course of the season, the playoffs, and the NBA Finals. What a season, everybody. And I'll still be live throughout the course of the offseason. WNBA, Caitlin Clark streams. I'll be back live for my next stream coming up on Tuesday night. Caitlin Clark, Indiana Fever, taking on the Toronto Tempo. Feel free to join in if you guys would like. If you enjoy watching Caitlin Clark, WNBA, feel free to come on back. But It's my last NBA stream until October. What a pleasure. It was for covering these games throughout the playoffs. You guys, the real legends, MVPs out here on the channel. Before I do sign off, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. What a series, what a season, and congratulations to the New York Knicks, the 2026 NBA champions. We're going to close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out each and every single one of my live streams. We have Jason, John, Michael Bradley, Joe, Lonely Satellite, Warren, the Niger player, Norma Polson, Kelly, Ogie, Russell, Rydog, Asher's Fan for Life, Phil, All on the Prowl, I Am Ghost, Ian, Edith, Ice Ice Baby, XX Dev 5000, SGA Sports Talk, Elaine, Kilo Pitts, Yvonne, Otamura, and Tyreek. Thanks for joining in, being a part here to stream. Congratulations to the New York Knicks, the 2026 NBA champions. And Ogie with a member hype here. Let's get that member hype for Ogie, the legend on the stream. Some new members. Got Jason J, 5292, legend. Gifted by Ogie on the channel. Nico Loco. 022. Nico is the golden retriever that we take care of that lives across the street. That's his name. It's like we got Janet, 4306. NCC. Got Martin. There we go. New members just added in. Big shout out to Ogie right there for the gift for the membership. So we got Jason, we got Nico Loco, Janet, NCC7 Enterprise, and we got Martin. Thanks all for joining in. You guys, the legends throughout the course of the season, throughout the course of these streams, and just incredible. Congratulations to the New York Knicks. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining in. What a playoffs it has been, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday night.